safe. Pick up the phone and call 1-800-294-0222. Together, we can bring these kids home safely. This advertisement was paid for in partnership with Cars R Us and Find the Children.
Hey guys, have you checked out the all-new Park West Bicycle Casino? With a new owner, fresh renovations, and upgraded amenities, it's a whole new way to experience LA's premier table game casino. From poker, blackjack, ultimate Texas Hold'em, and Baccarat, they've got all the action for ESPN LA listeners. Brand new players who sign up for their Players Reward get $30 in match play. Just say, Kappy sent me to get $30 in match play. Park West Bicycle Casino.
Please gamble responsibly. Problemgambling.ca.gov. 1-800-GAMBLER. GEGR-001291. GAR-001292. GAR-001298. BSIS license number 1358.
Individuals and businesses with tax problems, listen carefully. Do you feel like you're losing control of your finances? If you owe over $10,000 in back taxes or have unfiled tax returns, we can help you take back control. The IRS is the largest and most aggressive collection agency in the world, and they can seize your bank accounts, garnish your paycheck, close your business, and file criminal charges. Take control of your tax problem now by calling the experts at U.S. Tax Shield and take advantage of the Fresh Start program and new laws that may allow us to negotiate a settlement for the lowest amount possible. Our team of tax attorneys and enrolled agents can stop collections and get you protected so you can take control of your financial future. U.S. Tax Shield offers a price protection guaranteed quote to get you protected today. U.S. Tax Shield is A+ rated with the Better Business Bureau, so call now. 800-687-5192. That's 800-687-5192. U.S. Tax Shield. 800-687-5192.
Let's go. It's time for Sedano and Kap.
A little sabor, and we're going to just nosh.
It is George Sedano. It is Scott Kaplan. Sedano and Kap is on for your Friday afternoon.
I'm going to have to say respectfully, I'm going to disagree.
Okay, why is that?
I don't know.
Here we go, Friday, May 16th edition of the LA Afternoon Drive Takeover.
Ball knowers.
Producer Lindsay Baseball's out today, and guess who's here?
I'm here.
Producer Michael Funches. Yes, Summer of Funch. And a Funchie Friday.
A Jerusalem cherry.
That's right, it's a Funchie Friday. We'll explain what that means. Plus, producer DeAndre's here. Young D, the social team in the back, and you in the front. As we get through a Friday afternoon, sucker.
And here's the, it's at Scott Kaplan.
Oh, no.
We're heading to a Game 7, OKC Denver. We got Celtics Knicks tonight. Those stinking scumbag Celtics. Plus, we'll walk you up to Angels Dodgers. Coverage at 6 p.m. You'll hear it here on 710 ESPN, on 710 a.m., and in crystal clear digital audio on the all-new ESPN LA app. Let's do it, the LA Afternoon Drive Takeover.
A Jerusalem cherry.
He likes to lay the wood.
Yeah.
You say Kikuchi.
Wacky forced radio stunt of the year. Ha-ha!
Christopher can go to hell.
Oh, nothing worse than the horse.
Nah, man, black don't crack.
Benjamin Pratt is like, how do you say his name? Asminger?
Asminger. Hey, these Hard Knocks guys are all over me right now. It's like I'm in back in Dayton. You are a bit killer.
Because you got to talk about sperm?
I mean, look at me. I'm a hot piece of ass. I mean, look at him.
Ian Maliava. Because I thought it was like, I'm a leaving.
I'm on with Sedano. Sedano and Kap, your Friday afternoon right now.
Ball knowers.
Bee-ba-da-bum. Bee-da-da-bop-da-bop. Bick-a-doom-dee-dum-bum. Boo-bee-da-bop-da-bop. Bick-a-ding-da-da-bop. Boom, bee-da-bop. Dig-dig-dig-a-doom. Da-da-bop. Dig-dig-dig-a-doom. Da-da-bop. Dig-dig-dig-a-doom. Da-da-bop. Yeah. Yeah. Sedano and Kap. Well, let me rephrase that. How about just and Kap? For real, yo. I mean, what is up? It is Friday, and I think George quit.
No.
Yes, I think George Sedano quit the show. I think that's what happened. That's what happened. Yes.
He didn't, man. Nah, he didn't.
You sure about that?
I'm positive.
How you know? What you know about George quitting?
You know, he's committed, man. He's part of this. You know, this is his show too, man. He's part.
He's got like 10 jobs, man. I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah, really. No, I mean he's probably quit this one, and he's got his NBA stuff with ESPN. He's got his college football stuff. If you play in the ACC, I know you, bro.
Damn right.
And now he's probably like, you know what? I'm done with this thing. I'm done with you fools.
So here we go. Too?
Yeah, right. He's getting ready. So here we go. We got DeAndre. We got Funchie Lova in the house. And we'll find out if Sedano makes it to the airwaves today. So let's start off with this. So I mentioned during Super Crosstalk with Mason in Ireland They asked me about the bobbleheads that sit here on my desk. For those of you that are watching on YouTube, I am in the home studio today. So they asked about the bobbleheads, and I told them 3 of the 6 people who are here, unfortunately, are no longer with us. The legendary Dick Enberg, my horse trainer Doug O'Neill, the all-time great Junior Seau, my boy Mark Loretta, the former Padre and Dodger, the great Bill Walton, and even my man Brian Dutcher. But a new bobblehead is coming to the desk, which, Funchie, I want you to know something, immediately leads me right to DeAndre. DeAndre.
What's happening?
What's happening?
Halliburton.
So, Funchie, you know, DeAndre took his lady last night to the Dodger game.
I heard.
So we have a listener. His name is Armin. And Armin won the Children's Hospital Los Angeles dinner with Sedano and Kap. That dinner is going to happen at Fleming's at a date to be determined. For Armin, he says Fridays are his best days. I have already alerted Armin, not our best days. So Armin came to the Little League broadcast last Saturday in Santa Fe Springs. We got to hang out. We got to bro down. You know, usually Armin and I do all of our conversating on LinkedIn. I don't know about you guys, but that's where I have a lot of my best conversations with our listeners is on LinkedIn direct message. You brothers using LinkedIn?
Not really, no.
No. I should be on LinkedIn, though.
I should as well. Yeah, I need to update my profile, by the way.
How could you guys not be on LinkedIn? I mean, Twitter is where you get destroyed. Instagram is where you put out pictures. TikTok is where you put out fun videos. But LinkedIn is where you do serious business.
Isn't that where you, like, if you don't have a job, though? Like, I got a job. Once I don't have a job, I'll be on LinkedIn, right?
Man, you got to have a job in the 80s. I mean, that's what Eddie Murphy said. So, listen, no, Funch, that's a terrible idea. You should have a profile on LinkedIn, and you should communicate with people on LinkedIn, and you should let people know where you're at and what you're doing, so that if and when the day comes that you are looking for a job, you already got your profile and you already got relationships, man.
You're right.
But you ain't going nowhere. You're a lifer at 710.
Gee,
I mean, dude, it's already been 20 years.
Yeah, it's been 20 years. Yeah, seriously. I got my 20-year plaque in the back.
See that?
Shouts out.
All right, so DeAndre, Armin comes to the Little League game on Saturday, and Armin says to me, he goes, hey, Cap, you know, I got these really sweet Dodger tickets, 4 of them. And Armin and his wife like to go to the Dodger games. But he says oftentimes 2 of them sit vacant. You know, I'm looking to give them away. He goes, if you or anybody at 710 would ever like to be my guest, let me know. I said, great, Armin. Thank you. I appreciate that. So Armin sends me a message the other day on LinkedIn direct message. By the way, now my LinkedIn's going to blow up. I know it. And he says, hey, would you like 2 tickets? He even sent me a picture from his seats, pretty much to say to me, this is no joke. These aren't the nosebleeds. You're not, fan 56,001 and 2 walking through the gate. You're going to have really good seats. You're going to be really close to the field. You're going to catch a foul ball. So I said to him, Armin, that's incredibly sweet of you. Gosh, you're a great guy.
You got the Larry King seats?
Listen, they're not the Larry King seats, okay, but they're really good seats.
They are some good seats.
Really good seats.
They are really good seats.
Okay. So he said to me, he goes, would you like to go to the Dodger game? And I'd been planning on going to the Dodgers A's this past week, but it never really happened for me. But I said to him, hey, I can't go, but you offered them to everybody at 710. If you'll give them to me, I would give them to somebody else. So the first call I made was to Young D. I mean, that's how I feel about this young brother right here. I said, hey, man, let me give a reward to this young fella right here. And then he's going to look like a superstar when he says to his lady, hey, we're going to go to the Dodger game. We got bomb seats.
And she was like, hell yeah, let's do it.
Let's go. So, DeAndre, I'm looking for a little bit of a report as to what happened, because then I'll finish off the story that Ireland asked me about the upcoming bobblehead that will be sitting on my desk. How'd it go last night?
So, obviously, we got off the airwaves at 5:30. Got changed right after the show. The girlfriend came down, met me here at the garage, and we went on. Drove over, and honestly, it was not that much of a hassle getting inside the stadium, as a lot of people were telling me. But got situated, got parked, walked over there, and obviously,
how much was parking, DeAndre?
$40.
Okay, but hey, you got to write it off to, hey, I didn't buy the tickets. These are probably $200 tickets at least. So I got $400 worth of tickets, and I got $40 worth of parking. I can handle the parking. And by the way, DeAndre, I was very close to asking Armin, hey, man, these tickets come with parking? By the way, hey, DeAndre, if I was going, I'd asked for myself. You feel me?
No, I feel you. But, it's all good, man. Obviously, because the tickets were already, there for me itself. So there was no hassle getting the parking. But obviously, walked up to the stadium, and, yeah, they were in line. Everyone was able to – whoever had a valid ticket was able to receive a Ohtani bobblehead and got the bobblehead. We went to go walk around a little bit. We got there around like 6, walked in by like 6:30, 6:40. And, yeah, we went to the seats, and Armin was already sitting down there, so I got a chance to talk to him and, just kind of ask, what does he do, and vice versa. He asked me how long I've been working here, and I told him, and, yeah, we got some food. And then, he had a friend as well that showed up. Her name was Judy. Unfortunately, Armin's wife wasn't able to attend. But
I didn't know that.
Yeah, his friend Judy was there. Really, really lovely woman. And, yeah, honestly, the game itself was – I never experienced a game that was 19 runs. Ohtani was ridiculous. I mean, nothing but home runs, RBIs left and right the whole game. So it was the crowd was good. Got a couple of drinks. Yeah, it was a good time, man.
Yeah, I mean, Ohtani had 2 home runs. I mean, everybody seemed to be hitting home runs last night. Max Muncy, even James Outman hit a home run last night. And so, the young catcher was on base all night long. So it was a really good win for the Dodgers as they get ready now for the Dodgers-Angels Freeway Series that's going to happen a little bit later on. You'll hear all the action here on 710. So this morning, I get a message from Armin in my LinkedIn direct messages, and he's got a selfie of him and DeAndre. And by the way, DeAndre's rocking out all the Dodger gear, hat on backwards, Dodger jersey on. But here's what Armin said to me, Funchie. You tell me what I should do. He said, hey, I know you want one of those Ohtani 50-50 bobbleheads. I'll give you one of the ones that I got, but you have to promise to put it on your desk next to Dick Enberg and Doug O'Neill and Junior Seau and Mark Loretta and Bill Walton and Coach Brian Dutcher. So, DeAndre, what happened? What? I said I would take the bobblehead. I'd put it on my desk, no problem.
So, Armin, obviously, he told me about he was listening to our show and how you said that if I was able to secure another bobblehead, that would be nice of me to do for you. And he actually had a bobblehead for you, and it was in regards to a negotiation. I forgot how he worded it, but it has something to do with you taking the bobblehead and bringing it to Petco Park. So that's what Armin was telling me.
I didn't hear. That I did not hear. He asked me, put it on your desk so that during the Kappy cast, all the Padre fans will see the Ohtani bobblehead.
That's what it was, yes.
And you know what I told him? Ain't no problem. Send me that bobblehead. So Armin told me, in the mail. And we'll see how long it takes until we get it. So look, we're just getting started. Sedano's about to jump right in. Got DeAndre, got Funchie in the house, and we're just getting rolling on a Friday. Let's get to it. This is Sedano and Kap on 710 ESPN.
The most followed sports radio station in the world.
In the world. That's right. In the world.
710 ESPN.
You know it. Yeah. Tell your friends.
At ESPN Los Angeles on Instagram, Facebook, X, YouTube, TikTok, and Twitch.
We're naturally entertaining.
Yes.
LA's mega sports station. 710 ESPN.
Hey guys, it's Kap. Here's the scenario. Your home is flooded and the damage is severe. Now it feels like your insurance company is turning on you. They won't approve a replacement living arrangement and the adjuster leaves you in the lurch. Take a breath and call Avner Gatt, one of Southern California's largest public adjuster firms. Avner Gatt knows how to fight back when your insurance company makes you feel like a criminal, leaving you with no hope of getting into your home and getting it all back together. With decades of experience and a passion for helping people, Avner and his family take the call themselves. So whether you have a toilet overflow, a broken water line, a burst supply line, a broken fire sprinkler, whatever the water damage is, you call Avner Gatt today at 818-917-5256, or you go to avnergatt.com. It's 818-917-5256 or avnergatt.com. You call, Avner answers, he says hello. Your claim is our game. avnergatt.com.
Accident or injury, call Jacob and Ronnie. Call Jacob.
Winning matters, especially after an accident. At calljacob.com, we're here for you when you need a big win. After an accident, go to calljacob.com or call 844-24-JACOB. That's 844-24-JACOB.
When you're hiring, have you ever felt like you're missing out on meeting truly great candidates for your roles? It seems impossible to find them, but they have to be out there somewhere. right? Well, they're not hard to find when you know where to go. And that place is ZipRecruiter. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/LA. ZipRecruiter helps 10 million people with their job search every day. And because these people are actively looking for jobs just like yours, it's easy to find the right person right away. In fact, 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. But if you're not using ZipRecruiter, you're missing out. So see what it's like when the impossible is easy. When you go to ZipRecruiter.com/LA right now to try ZipRecruiter for free. Once again, that's ZipRecruiter.com/LA. ZipRecruiter.com/LA. Never miss out on great candidates with ZipRecruiter.
FX presents Welcome to Wrexham.
For the last 4 years, it's been this roller coaster of magic.
The Emmy Award-winning series returns. Come on, Wrexham! With an all-new season.
We're going into a really tough division.
Birmingham are absolute favourites with the arrival of Tom Brady.
It's a friendly competition. Oh! Well, not so friendly.
Imagine the opportunity to beat Tom Brady at sports.
FX's Welcome to Wrexham. All new Thursdays at 9 on FX. Stream on Hulu.
Still getting around to that fix on your car? You got this. On eBay, you'll find millions of parts guaranteed to fit. Doesn't matter if it's a major engine repair or your first time swapping your windshield wipers. eBay has that part you need, ready to click perfectly into place for changes big and small. Loud or quiet. Find all the parts you need at prices you'll love. Guaranteed to fit every time. But you already know that. eBay. Things, people, love. Eligible items only. Exclusions apply.
And it is Sedano and Kap your Friday afternoon. Don't forget, tonight at 6 o'clock, we bring you Angels Dodgers right here on 710 ESPN, the all-new ESPN LA app. Happy 38th birthday to Megan Fox, and she turns 58 today. Happy birthday to Janet Jackson. Sedano and Kap continues your Friday afternoon right now.
Oh, you nasty boys don't mean a thing to me. Yeah, yeah, yeah. All right, we ready to roll? Sedano in the house?
Yep.
So you didn't quit?
Nope.
Okay, that's good news, because I love you, buddy. It would really upset me. You okay?
I've been better.
Tell me what's going on. It's Friday,
I mean,
George.
listen, it's very first world, but it's a big problem.
All right, let's hear about it. Everybody got first world problems.
So we're moving tomorrow.
Okay. Oh, tomorrow's the big day.
Correct.
Oy vey. Thank God you didn't ask me for help. Oh, thank you.
No, I don't do that.
I know. It's so rude when people ask you for help moving, especially at our age. You know what I mean? Like, it's different when you're in college, fresh out of college. You get your buddies, U-Haul, a couple of beers, pizzas, the whole thing. But at our age, don't ask friends for help.
Yeah.
Thank you. So you're moving tomorrow.
So we're moving like right down the street, but for whatever reason, the company I use for internet service, Frontier, doesn't service this new area. Okay, that's literally right down the street for whatever reason. I don't.
Such a pain.
Don't get me started on telecommunication and why it works that way. But nonetheless, so the only place that services it is your friends at Cox Communications.
Wait a second. You mean to tell me that I've had Cox, you didn't have Cox, now you have Cox and I don't have Cox?
Correct.
Because I gave up on Cox, remember?
Oh, I know. So I call them and I set up the service, right? And I tell them, hey, moving in, this date. When do you think you guys it makes sense to go? They're like, oh, we could just go the week of. You know what I mean? Like, if you're doing Saturday, we just do it early in the week. We do like a Tuesday. I'm like, all right, no problem. So they come on Tuesday. Guy calls me. I was at the office, about to do the show with you. He says, hey, man, big problem.
Hey, man. Hey, by the way, George, Alex, our security guard downstairs, every time I walk in, he says to me, he goes, hey, man.
Yeah.
And then I told him, he goes, well, what's that hey, man supposed to be? I go, well, that's supposed to be Sammy Davis Jr. And he goes, hey, man, don't know who that is, babe.
That's funny. That goes to show you how old we are.
Right.
So
the
guy
cable guy calls.
Me.
Hey, man.
Hey, man.
Hey, man.
Got a big problem.
We got a problem, babe.
He says the line
for Cox from the neighborhood hub, because you know
Yeah.
there's like a hub for every neighborhood, like where
Right.
the internet comes out of,
Right.
is cut into the
Oh, no.
not into the house.
Oh,
so he
no.
said, but no big deal. We're we're not very busy. The construction team needs to come out. They just need to reset the line, and you'll be good to go. And so what you'll do is you'll get an email that will tell you when they can come in and put the service in. And it should be just a couple days. I'm like, oh, okay, great, no problem.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
So I get an email the next day. Hey, Friday, we're setting you up. And I'm like, okay, great. Wow, that really was just a couple days. So I said, you know what? I don't know if I trust this whole system. So I called Cox yesterday, and I said to the guy, I said, hey,
Hey, Cox. Hey, Cox, man.
yeah. I said, here's what your technician told me. And I said, hey, is this accurate? Like, you're going to be able to get a construction team out there to service the line that goes into the house. And he's like, yep, no problem. We will have it all done. You will have all your service good to go on Friday.
Okay.
I'm like, great, no problem. I even said, are you sure? And he says, 100%. Okay, great.
Not 99.9.
100%.
Not 85%.
And by the way, these calls are all recorded, so they have these tapes somewhere.
Right. On a recorded line for customer service and training.
Correct.
Yeah.
So my wife is at the house,
Mm-hmm.
says, we got a big problem. I said,
Oh, no.
what? They didn't come to fix the line yet, and the guy can't do anything. And I said, what? So I said, well, just let me know, she's like, he's going to try to see what else, if there's any workaround or there's anything they can do. He's going to check the lines himself, even though he's not the construction team. I said, okay, cool. So let me call Cox. So I call Cox, and I call this person, and this lady tells me, oh, sorry, we're not the technical support team. We're the field team. And I'm like, okay, well, can you transfer me to the field, to the technical team? No, we just got to give you a different number.
Oh, yeah, of course. Of course. No, I can't transfer you. Here's the number. Good luck, sucker.
Pretty much.
Yep.
So then I call the second number, and I talk to the guy. And then this guy he's literally like, when the line goes silent and you think maybe they've hung up on you? That happened at least 17 times during this conversation. And I was like, hey, man.
Hey, man.
This is the deal. Like, this is what the issue is.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, okay. And he's like, well, he's literally saying to me, yeah, the problem is I've already explained to him, by the way, exactly what's transpired. So then he's repeating it back to me. And I'm like, sir, I just said that to you. I know what the issue is. My question is, what are you going to do about it? I go, we haven't even started this relationship, and we're starting off on the wrong foot.
Right.
And he's like frazzled. And I'm just like, you know what, man? Can I just call your tech who's at this house and just kind of get you guys on the phone and you guys can communicate and maybe we can get some sort of resolution here? He's like, yeah, sure. So I call the guy. Technician, unbelievably nice guy, okay? I don't remember what his name was because I was just so, like, seeing red at that point.
Oh, yeah. What time of day is this all happening?
This is all happening the last hour.
Oy vey.
So the guy explains to the guy on the phone and me.
So the one guy explains to the other guy. So one Cox guy explains to another Cox guy. With the Cox guy that's you in the middle, now there's 3 Cox guys.
Correct.
All right, go ahead.
And he's explaining to the guy, yeah, the line is dead. There's nothing we can do. I've tried everything. And he's like, but unfortunately this can take at least up to 2 weeks.
Oh, good God.
And I said, wait, what?
Oh, no.
Oh, can you believe this, D?
I'm
Horrible.
like, in 2025, we can't get internet? It takes 2 weeks?
Unacceptable.
That's what I said. Literally the words I said.
Mm-hmm.
And I said to the guy, I said, Mr. Technician, I said, and I used his name at the time. I don't remember what his name was. I think I may have even said sir. I said, sir, Mr. Technician, I appreciate you giving us what's going on the ground and explaining. Thank you. Hopefully we can get this resolved. So then the guy tells me, then the other guy, by the way, then goes silent again.
Oh, no.
Because I said, I'm going to hang up with you, Mr. Technician, and stay on the phone with this guy and at your home base. And then the line goes silent for like 35 seconds.
Oh, good guy.
And I'm like, hello?
Yeah, right.
Hello? Hello? And then finally.
Are you there? Hello.
Finally, he pops up. And he's like, no, there's nothing we can do for 2 weeks. I go, are you freaking kidding me? Like, I literally lost it at that point and, like, started laughing. I'm like, are you freaking kidding? Are you serious? And then I'm like, look, man, this isn't on you, bro. But how about I talk to a supervisor at this point and see if there's anything anybody can do, right? And he's like, okay, cool, no problem. And he gets me to the supervisor, guy named Alex. I remember his name, Alex.
Alex the Cox guy.
Yeah. Alex tells me nothing he can do. And I literally said to him, I said, Alex, man, listen. This is not on you either. I go, but this is an awful way to start a relationship. And I said, and to be frank, pardon my French, this is BS. And I used the actual word.
Please tell me that you're going to not use these guys. There's got to be another alternative other than Cox high-speed internet. They don't deserve your business, bro.
They don't. And so I called someone who lives right a block away and says, we use Spectrum. And I said, okay, great. So I called Spectrum. And they said, yeah, I know. Your friend lives a block away, but we're not on that block.
Jeez.
Oh, my God.
Let me ask you a question, George. Can you run a cable from your
from
friend
my friend's house?
Yeah, from the guy who's got – talk to the Cox guy. See if the Cox guy can go to the Spectrum guy's house and see if the Cox guy, who's a good guy, can run a cable from your friend's house to your new house.
So I think the only solution is having to get one of those T-Mobile towers, those 5G towers like the one I used in Denver.
I've been using one myself. Mine's a Verizon, but I've been using it myself. Yeah, I like it.
Yeah, to just use it for now.
Yeah, that's the best way to go. It's the best thing to do. God, this pisses me off.
I mean, Kappy.
For the love, bro.
It was unbelievable. Like, I was just like, this is the most first world problem ever, but it's like, bro, how do you guys do business like this?
Oh, dude, it's the same thing. Listen, I had the same situation. Last week, I told you the story. Last week, I go into this Verizon store, and I told you the whole thing. Actually, you weren't here.
No, I was off.
I walked into the Verizon store, and the woman said to me, she was in the back. I was, hello, is anybody here? She finally comes out. She goes, you can't be in here, sir. I said, well, the door's open. Aren't you open? She goes, we're not open yet. I go, but the door is open. She goes, sir, you have to leave. Like, she got aggressive right away. I go, girl, and her name was June. I remembered because a week earlier I had been dealing with her. I go, June, you helped me a week ago. I'm not here to rob the store. Can I just ask you? No, you can't ask me anything. You have to leave the store. But the freaking door was open. You know what I called? I called the Verizon manager. I said, hey, man, you guys were supposed to deliver my new phone. He goes, oh, it was delivered on Tuesday. I said, well, I don't have it. He goes, let me look. He looks at the tracking. He goes, oh, yeah, they took it back because no one was there to pick it up. So they didn't leave it at my house. Then I said, well, just have it delivered directly to the store. I've still not heard from these people whether or not the phone is here. How do these big companies operate? How is this?
I don't get it, man. It's crazy.
Oh, this pisses me off. I'm mad at Cox for you.
And Cox just merged with Spectrum today.
Get out of here.
Yeah.
Well, then call the Spectrum people. And when they say you're not on the right side of the street, you go, no, I am.
I did. And the lady, now Sammy at Spectrum was unbelievably kind and empathetic.
Her name is Shammy, babe?
Her name was Sammy, babe.
Shammy, hey, man.
Yeah.
Hey, man.
Yeah. Coincidentally, her name was Sammy. And she was a doll. Like, she could not have been nicer. So I was hoping that Spectrum was going to work because then I was going to be able – I was like, Sammy. I was literally going to call Sammy's supervisor and be like, hey, can I get Sammy? Can I get your supervisor? Can I tell him how awesome you are? Because the guys at Cox, they were not awesome.
Boy, these Cox guys are not cool guys. You guys are bad guys, Cox guys. Come on, guys. Do better.
No. The tech guys were awesome.
Tech guy, awesome.
Up. But the guys in whatever main office they're working out of that deals with the phones
horrible.
Were a disaster.
Horrible.
That is awful.
Awful.
The two tech guys could not have been nicer. Literally could not have been nicer at Cox.
Well,
and were incredibly helpful. By the way, way more helpful than the guys who were supposed to actually know what they're talking about on the phone, too.
You know, you say first world problems as if to say to everybody, hey, you know, I shouldn't be out here complaining about all this to you guys.
But everybody has internet, so it's really like everybody's
That's the point. Everybody has the same problem. And if a guy like you has this problem and you've got this platform to sort of, you know, do your therapy on, think about the guy that doesn't. Think about the guy out there that just wants the hand. He's ready to pay. He needs the help, and he can't get any satisfaction, and he don't have the platform to bark at these guys. God, it irritates me.
I was really, I really appreciated the tech guys, especially the one who like let me merge the call with him today, with the person back at home base, because that guy was a mensch, man. Like he was so nice,
what a guy,
and so helpful, and like literally, I said, "Hey man, good luck, man. I'm really sorry." Like he was super apologetic. The guys on the phone, they told me they were apologetic. Like, literally, the guy on the phone once said to me, "We really apologize. You know, we strive to do everything we can to give you the best service possible." And I stopped him and I said, I kind of chuckled and I said, I know that you have to say that. I said, and this isn't on you specifically or personally, because clearly you're only doing anything you can.
But your service sucks?
But are you guys really doing the best you can to provide me service today? Because clearly that doesn't seem to be the case.
Let me tell you what you need. I got a guy for you. You know what you need? You need my friend Avery Martinez. Avery Martinez is my Hebraic hermano, as you can probably tell. He's a little half and half here. Avery will come to your house and network that whole thing, man. That's what you need. You need to be fully networked, hard-lined everywhere. I'm going to hook you up, bro. Oh, yeah. Just breathe, Georgie. Breathe. It's Friday. Don't let them get to you, man. Hey, by the way, your timing is so bad, by the way. I mean, here we are. We're headed to the Eastern Conference and the Western Conference Finals, and you're getting ready to hit the road, and you're moving right now. You couldn't have delayed the move by like a month?
No.
You couldn't have moved a month earlier?
I mean, maybe, but that would have been tough, too.
Mm.
I was also on the road then, too.
Yeah, this is your timing.
This is actually the little sweet spot where I'm not on the road for a few days.
Yeah. Well, and you could have been on the road. Remember the other night, had Cleveland beaten Indiana, you might have been on the road right now.
Well, thankfully, I'm not on the road, so I could at least try to figure this out. So, yeah, we're going to do this T-Mobile thing and figure it out.
Do it. Do it. Come on, Cox.
I'm just really disappointed with Cox. Because then I said to the guy, I said, well, what am I going to do? Like, you guys are going to start charging me for service. You haven't charged. I don't even have the service. He's like, well, you're going to have to deal with the billing department. So I said, I got to fight with the billing department now?
Yeah, here, let me give you their number. Call them.
That's what he did.
Jesus. Good God.
I was like, oh, man, this is crap, man. Like, come on.
All right, well, let me say this, George. You know,
this is the crap.
When you move, selling does not really have to be a hassle. It really doesn't, you know.
Yeah.
With Seller's Advantage, you can skip the agents, you can skip the commissions, you can forget about all the costly repairs, because when you think about it, by the time you get done paying for all the repairs, and then by the time you get done paying an agent, you could have already sold your home for a very fair, very competitive price, and you don't have to worry about the deal falling through, because at Seller's Advantage, they pay cash money. So here's what I want to tell you. Right now, you got to understand the housing market. Prices are high, interest rates are high, demand is high, supply is low. So right now, Seller's Advantage wants to incentivize you. We're ready to buy your house. We're so ready to buy your house. We'll give you $20,000 to get on your way. Like, hustle it up. Let's go. Make a move, baby. Get your free, no obligation cash offer today by calling Seller's Advantage at 888-390-AS-IS, 888-390-AS-IS, 888-390-2747. Why pay the agents? Why pay for all the repairs? Why don't you just sell right now as is and get going, man? That's what your goal is. 888-390-2747 or visit them online at sellersadvantage.com.
It's the Travis and Demarco Show.
Every weekday morning at 9 a.m.
Demarco, are you someone who has like 100 unread texts?
Let me see. Nope, more than that.
More than 100?
Oh, gosh.
Oh, yeah, more than that. Let me see.
Wait, you serious? Oh, that's why. Then I literally take no offense.
Way more than that.
The second I get that number, I got to get rid of it.
Way more than that. Yeah.
It's Trav and D-Far. Back Monday after Clinton and Friends.
On LA's mega sports station, 710 ESPN.
Your next Subaru is waiting for you at Subaru of Glendale. Check this out. Lease a new 2025 Subaru Crosstrek Sports CVT for just $299 a month plus tax for 36 months.
One at this payment. VIN S37-03172. MSRP $31,935. $33.99 due at signing.
Call 888-855-6434 or check out SubaruofGlendale.net.
On approved Tier 1 credit through Subaru Motors Finance. No security deposit. 10,000 miles a year. Model code SRD-21.
Don't navigate the legal system alone. Hey, it's Travis. At the personal injury law offices of Joseph S. Normand, they will fight tirelessly to get you the max compensation you deserve. Joe and his team understand the emotional and financial toll that an injury can take on you and your life. Call 213-747-2000 or visit normandlegal.com. The law offices of Joseph S. Normand have helped thousands of people like you recover millions of dollars in settlements and verdicts. Visit normandlegal.com or call 213-747-2000. Your recovery is their priority.
Individuals and businesses with tax problems, listen carefully. Do you feel like you're losing control of your finances? If you owe over $10,000 in back taxes or have unfiled tax returns, we can help you take back control. The IRS is the largest and most aggressive collection agency in the world, and they can seize your bank accounts, garnish your paycheck, close your business, and file criminal charges. Take control of your tax problem now by calling the experts at U.S. Tax Shield and take advantage of the Fresh Start program and new laws that may allow us to negotiate a settlement for the lowest amount possible. Our team of tax attorneys and enrolled agents can stop collections and get you protected so you can take control of your financial future. U.S. Tax Shield offers a price protection guaranteed quote to get you protected today. U.S. Tax Shield is A+ rated with the Better Business Bureau, so call now. 800-687-5192. That's 800-687-5192. U.S. Tax Shield. 800-687-5192.
And it is Sedano and Kap, your Friday afternoon, a Funchie Friday.
I'm here.
Today is also Barbecue Day, and on this day in 1966, we know how shit Anna loves the oldies. The Beach Boys released the album many thought one of the greatest albums ever made, Pet Sounds. Sedano and Kap continues your Friday afternoon right now.
I may not always love you.
By the way, today's also our daughter's birthday, Kappy. Not ours together. We each have a daughter that's birthdays today.
It did sound as if you were suggesting that you and I do have a daughter together.
Yeah.
Like a my two dad situation?
Right. Kind of a situation like that. But, yeah, both Georgie today and I, our respective daughters, Aria, happy birthday, girl, 11 years old today. Happy birthday to you. And Georgie Jillian today.
Yeah, Jillian, happy birthday.
23 years old today.
Look at that.
So our daughters share a birthday, 23 and 11.
Wow.
Hey, happy birthday to these girls, which is great. And by the way, I feel like I should probably say this on the air. I know we didn't talk about it off the air. I probably forgot to mention it. I hope it's not too controversial. I'm just going to go for it. You ready? George, I made a decision based on yesterday's show with Mike Trudell. I made a unilateral decision about Mike Trudell's wife and her trying to decide whether or not she should follow me or let me follow her on Instagram. For anybody that wasn't with us yesterday, Mike Trudell was here. He put out an Instagram post with him and his wife. When you click on the picture, it tells you his wife's name and her Instagram account. So I clicked on it, and then I clicked follow, and it's a private account. So the account for probably 2-3 days said requested. That means she hadn't accepted it. She said to Mike, hey, your buddy Kaplan here is trying to follow me on Instagram. I have a private account. Should I let him follow me? She had not yet allowed me to follow her. And then yesterday, I put my foot in my mouth again with Mike Trudell.
Yeah, the dog, yeah.
I mean, just horrible. Just so stupid, man.
You didn't know his dad died.
Right.
That one I can give you a little leeway, which, by the way, she did as well. And then the dog thing. See, the dog is your fault because you guys have definitely talked about having Frenchies, and he talked about how his passed away. That has actually happened more than once.
That is true. So, as a result, I made a unilateral decision, George. Tell me if you agree or disagree with this decision.
Yeah, you're not going to follow her?
I have withdrawn my request.
Yeah, probably best.
To follow, I'm no longer requesting Mike Trudell's wife, so she doesn't have to feel pressure. Oh, I got to let him follow me, or, oh, I don't really want him to follow me, so I'm just going to have him sitting here with the request not answered. I have withdrawn my request to follow Mike Trudell's wife on Instagram. And if Mike Trudell calls me and goes, hey, man, she's fine. Just go ahead and push follow again. She's cool. She'll accept. Nah, I'm done.
Yeah, it's probably
I'm turned off. I'm just done with the whole situation. I'm done with it. I don't know how you feel about this, DeAndre, but I just feel like I made a unilateral decision to just withdraw my request to follow Mike Trudell's wife on Instagram.
I think that's the best decision you made.
You do? You like that decision?
I love it. Yes, great decision.
Funchie, any feedback, any feelings?
I think you should have just rode with it and just stuck with the requests. I think you backing out makes you look weirder.
Weirder.
Yeah, weirder.
Weirder than actually asking her to let me follow her.
Yeah.
Weirder. I don't know, George. I feel better about it. It's not hanging over my head. Is she going to let me follow her? Is she not going to let me follow her? Do I have to keep going back in? Finally let me follow her? I just decided to say screw it. I'm done with it.
Yeah.
I'm turned off. So
you know what, Kappy? I'm with you.
Yeah, that's the end of that.
It may feel a little weird, but it is what it is.
Right. I had good intentions, just like what people are saying here right now in our live YouTube chat. I did have good intentions. Okay? She feels creeped out by it. Then she got mad at me yesterday about the whole dog thing. You know what? I'm over it. I'm done. No more. I'm out.
Okay.
George, I have a sense that maybe what we should do is this. Let's reset the start of the show at the top of the hour. What do you think about that? You had a very tough time.
My wife is at the T-Mobile store, and it says it's out of the coverage area, that the T-Mobile tower won't work.
I have a question. Do you guys use T-Mobile as your cell service?
No.
Then go to Verizon. What do you use for cell service?
I use AT&T.
Then go to the AT&T store and get one of theirs.
Yeah, but we have terrible AT&T service here.
Then go to Verizon, get one of these Verizon towers. I can vouch for them. I use one that's awesome, and I just ordered a new one. You ready for this? It's faster, and it's cheaper than the one that I currently have. So all I need now is for the Verizon people to allow me to walk into their store when their freaking doors are open and not kick me out like I'm a criminal. Now what's she saying, George? Tell me what she's saying now. I hear the sigh. What's going on now?
I don't know, man.
This is not the day. You know what? Let's go to network. Let's just
Seriously,
kill the show
take
today.
the day off.
Let's just go. You know what? We did an hour. That's it. We're going to network radio, and then that'll lead right into Angels Dodgers tonight. Forget this show.
What time is that at?
6 o'clock.
Oh, crap. I should have taken the day off.
You really should have.
I thought about it.
But then what's going to happen? Trudell's going to come in and be part of the show, and then I'm going to give him a hard time about his wife, and then I'm going to have to tell him that I unilaterally decided to stop trying to even follow his wife. I mean, this is just – look, George, you got to know this. It's F It Friday, baby. Who cares?
No, I need internet, man.
All right, well, let me at least set you up with this. You ready? There's actually a lot of really great stories for us to get to coming up, including something you and I have been alluding to for some time about what the San Francisco 49ers should or should not do. That news broke not long ago. Why don't we just get to that at the top of the hour?
All right, let's just do that.
All right. In the meantime, can I just say one thing about PrizePicks?
Sure.
I'm going to run.
I will tell you this. PrizePicks is the place if you want sports action in the state of California. Download the PrizePicks app. Use the promo code Kappy, K-A-P-P-Y. First $5 play gets you a $50 bonus. And it's very simple to play PrizePicks, okay? It's more or less. What do I mean by that? Yeah, it's simple. More or less. There's a stat line for every individual player in every sport imaginable, and you go more or less on that stat line. You bundle a couple together, Kappy, and you can make a ton of bucks. Maybe.
That's exactly right. You really can. And I would just say this to everybody. Today's Flex Friday. So when you open up the PrizePicks app, make sure you opt in for Flex Friday. And that's what I did. And I'm going to say this. The most important thing I want to tell everybody today about PrizePicks is this. When you download the PrizePicks app, you use the code Kappy, K-A-P-P-Y. You make that first $5 play, you get that $50 bonus. But you click the promo tab at the bottom of the page. That's where you're going to find out that somebody, hopefully somebody in our audience, is going to win the trip to the ship. Somebody is going to get that VIP experience, the courtside seats, the airfare, the accommodations, everything, the whole schmear, baby. Okay, you're getting it all, but you have to have the PrizePicks app downloaded. You got to go to the promos page, and then you got to make those plays on NBA playoff games. And every time you make one of those $5 plays on a 3-pick, that's when you got an entry, and you can do 5 per day. So good luck, and let's make sure that somebody wins that trip to the ship from the Sedano and Kap audience, Georgie.
Sounds good, Kappy. By the way, Blake Harris, Balake is going to join us to talk Dodgers at 4:15. Brock Purdy. Big deal. Mm-hmm. Big deal or no deal? No, he got a big deal, all right. We'll get to that in a second. Stick around, 710 ESPN.
Hi, it's LeBron. The Lakers play here.
710 ESPN.
KSPN, Los Angeles.
A Good Karma Brands radio station. Waba Grill is an LA original, so we've got to keep it real. Real fresh with our Asian-inspired menu that's grilled to order every time. Download the Waba Rewards app today or order online at wabagrill.com. Waba Grill, keeping it real for you.
One of LA's best kept secrets in the heart of Los Angeles, East Central Hotel offers effortless accommodations and unparalleled accessibility. The East Central Hotel is for everyone looking for entertainment with their trendy spacious rooms, a renovated gym, and a patio lounge for breakfast, dinner, and drinks. Stop by their incredible Nixo Lounge before your next event at LA Live. Book your stay at eastcentralhotel.com or call 213-748-1291 today at Entertainment's official address.
Accident or injury, call Jacob and Ronnie. Call Jacob.
Hey guys, what's up? It's George Sedano. Waiting is never fun. Usually nothing good happens when you wait. My friend Jacob in the law offices of Jacob and Ronnie want to make sure you don't wait after an accident. Immediately after an accident, before talking to the insurance company, call Jacob, man. Jacob and his team will do all the work, make all the phone calls, handle the paperwork, set up the doctor's appointments, whatever the case may be. And when you speak to the insurance company first, it's a big mistake. Because you know why? They may later use your words against you. However, Jacob and his team, they'll guide you through the process, get you the compensation you deserve, and you don't have to pay Jacob unless he wins. Nothing out of pocket. Free. Gratis. So if you're injured in an accident, the first name, the first thought, the first call should be Jacob. Jacob, Jacob, Jacob. The consultation is free. That's right. Free. I told you. Gratis. Don't wait. Call Jacob 24 hours a day at 844-24-JACOB. That's 844-24-JACOB. Call him 844-24-JACOB or visit him online at calljacob.com.
Call Jacob. Why do more people buy their car at the Cerritos Auto Square than from any other location in Southern California? Easy. With 24 dealerships side by side, car shoppers can find the right car at the right price at the right location. Learn more at CerritosAutoSquare.com.
710 ESPN.
Sedano and Kap for your afternoon right now on 710 ESPN.
It's time for what you need to know.
Let's do it. What you need to know right now.
Georgie, what do we need to know? Well, what you need to know is being brought to you by Morongo Casino Resort and Spa. Good times, less than 90 minutes from wherever you are. I just have a strong suspicion that what we need to know is George is going to be in and out on us today because he got things going on. He got problems.
It's not good.
It's all good.
Moving sucks.
It's F Friday. Moving sucks.
It does. I was just telling Sedano I moved like a month ago, and yes, it sucks. I'm still living in boxes, and yeah, it just sucks.
Dude, I am dreading moving, and I know a move is coming in my life here in the next couple of months. I'm dreading it. My buddy Alex Van Pelt, who just moved out to L.A. for the first time in his life and had all of his stuff shipped from his house in Boston. I was at his house on Monday night of this past week, and they're still living in boxes.
Right.
And they had professional movers move them and unpack them.
I had movers, too. All in boxes still.
I know. I get it, man. Moving is the worst.
Just literally just put up the TV yesterday, and I've been not watching TV in the living room for like the last 2 weeks.
Oh, man. I actually started watching this documentary on Netflix about Osama bin Laden. It's called Manhunt, and it's about 9/11.
Well, I want to see that.
Dude.
Yeah.
I'm 2 episodes into the 3 episodes. It's thus far, I'm like, I swear to you, this is going to sound ridiculous because I know the whole story. Bro, I've got no fingernails. I've watched 2 episodes, and I'm biting every fingernail while I'm watching this documentary. All right, Funchie, what do we need to know?
All right, good news to the people that like going to 3rd Street Promenade. There was a bill that was proposed for it to have open containers and open drinking amongst the block in the promenade. It passed on Tuesday night, so we're going to have officially drinking at 3rd Street Promenade in the streets starting in June.
Yeah, the storyline there was that they're trying to bring the place back to life.
Yes, I was reading they've been struggling ever since COVID, actually.
Right.
Yeah,
right.
There's no one goes there. And then I can tell you that now. Like, anytime I suggest to my wife or just anyone, like, let's go to 3rd Street Promenade, no one wants to go.
Deal is now you have a lot of these stores that are still there that are struggling really bad. because, like you're saying, people don't want to go as much anymore.
Yeah.
And so now if you say to them, hey, look, you can have a cocktail and you can walk around outside and you don't have to worry about, like, being busted for having an open container. Come in, have a couple of cocktails, get loose, come into these stores, spend money, support these local vendors, and that's how they're hoping that people will eventually start buying stuff there again, keep that place in business, keep those store owners in business by feeding people booze.
Yeah, and then you get drunk get a little buzz, on a promenade, and you walk down to the pier, see the sunset and all that stuff. It sounds nice, sounds beautiful.
It does sound
That's what
nice.
LA's about.
You tell them, Funch.
That's right.
That is what you need to know. It's brought to you by Morongo Casino Resort and Spa. Good times. Listen 90 minutes from wherever you are. Let me know if and when Georgie returns to the show.
I'm back, and
Hello.
nothing is working, and it looks like Verizon also doesn't service the area. So
this is unbelievable. It's amazing.
I may have to cancel a move literally less than 24 hours before.
But you know what I don't understand about this, like Verizon, T-Mobile, and whatever else? So to me, what we're talking about, they're a Wi-Fi tower. That's what it is. So when you take it and you plug it in, it broadcasts a Wi-Fi signal. So the tower itself is really just a cell phone. Then, because you have this wireless thing, you're supposed to be able to connect your phone, your computer right to it. They have the name of the network, and they've got the password on the back, and you should be able to connect it, no problem, and it should just perform like a cell phone. And then it's got Ethernet ports in the back of it, so if you want to hard line in,
I
you
used
can.
it in Denver.
I don't understand. What do you mean? What does Verizon or T-Mobile mean that they're not in that coverage area? Does my cell phone work in this area? Yes. Then why won't the tower work?
Right. I don't get it either.
Oh, man, dude. It was a rough day for you, man.
That is awful.
I swear to God, I should have taken today off.
All right, where's Trudell? Somebody get Trudell. Somebody get Beto, and let's get George out of here. Oh God!
What a
All right.
nightmare!
It is a nightmare.
You know what? I think what is going to be an even bigger nightmare is
Yeah.
the Niners paying Brock Purdy $53 million a year.
He might make some noise. Well, you say that, and here's what I would say. Let me ask you this question: who do you think's a better quarterback? You ready? Brock Purdy or Daniel Jones?
Brock Purdy.
Okay. So here's the situation. When you're the Dallas Cowboys and you've got a Dak Prescott, who, by the way, was not a first-round draft choice, but he became your starting quarterback when Tony Romo got hurt, and Tony Romo seemed to be always getting hurt. When Dak Prescott became the starting quarterback of the Cowboys, he produced. Now, he didn't produce playoff wins. He hasn't produced a Super Bowl, but he put up stats. Can we agree on that?
Yeah.
Dak Prescott has been injured multiple times in his career, but the Cowboys did not want to give up on him, primarily, George, because they don't want to start over at quarterback. So even a couple years ago when Dak Prescott got hurt, busted his ankle, the thing was in like 12 different pieces, he was out the rest of the season, but then he was a free agent, and Jerry Jones still paid him and, in fact, made him the highest paid quarterback, the highest paid player in the NFL at $60 million a year. Is Dak Prescott worth $60 million? Is Dak Prescott good enough to be the highest paid quarterback in the NFL?
No.
Okay, I would agree with that, but he is. Okay? So think about what the New York Giants did a few years ago. Daniel Jones won one playoff game. The Giants were a very middle-of-the-road team. They went on the road. They beat the Minnesota Vikings in Minnesota. That was it. That is the resume of Daniel Jones. First-round pick out of Duke, one playoff win for the Giants, and the next year, rather than the Giants saying, you know what, we're not paying this guy $45 million starting quarterback money, no way, no how, they didn't have the guts, the courage, the El Cajones. They didn't have it, George, to say, you know what, we'll go into free agency, we'll use a backup, we'll draft another guy. They don't want to start over. In the case of the San Francisco 49ers, last year, they had a lot of injuries to deal with on the offensive side of the ball. Kittle missed time. Ayuk missed a lot of time. Debo missed quite a bit of time. Their left tackle missed a lot of time. They had a lot of injuries on their offense last year. And if you really look at Brock Purdy's first 3 years as a starter in the NFL, He's a top 10 NFL quarterback, statistically speaking, and has been to a Super Bowl. So I would ask you this question. You think Sean McVay's a good coach?
Yeah, I think he's a great coach.
If the Rams were signing Brock Purdy for this contract, would you trust the Rams?
No, I'd still say it's a terrible deal.
Okay. Because really what I was going to lead you to was, do you think Kyle Shanahan's a good coach?
I do think he's a good coach.
So Kyle Shanahan is all in on Brock Purdy. In fact, Kyle Shanahan is saying he's the leader of our team. So it's not like they're saying, hey, kid, you were the last pick in the draft. Hey, man, you were the last pick in the draft. Be happy with $10 million. Be happy with $20 million. Be happy with $30 million. They're saying he's the leader of our team. He's the guy that's going to lead us back to the Super Bowl, and we're going to pay him starting quarterback money. And when you look at the numbers, George, he comes in right at where Jared Goff is, right at where Justin Herbert is, right at where Lamar Jackson is, around where Jalen Hurts is, but behind Trevor Lawrence, Jordan Love, and then the best of the best, Josh Allen, Joe Burrow, and, Dak Prescott up at the top. I actually think it's a really good deal. I think it's a great deal for Brock Purdy. I think it's a very good deal for the 49ers, and I'd rather put my trust into Purdy than start all over. And maybe he'll make some noise just like that in the postseason. But you're not buying what I'm selling, are you?
I'm not. It's a lot of money, man. Like, you're not going to be able to build the team around him the right way.
Well,
they're already without Debo too, right? So his and Ayuk's going to be missing some time this season, though. So he's going to be relying on Kittle and was it Juwan Jennings, and who knows the health of McCaffrey too going into the season.
Well, you know what? I'm so glad you just mentioned that, because McCaffrey was out for like most of last season. That's a weapon that the 49ers have relied on. And you guys will probably say to me, when you think about McCaffrey and Kittle and Ayuk and Samuel and all these guys, that's what was making Brock Purdy look like a good NFL quarterback. And you'd have a case to be made. On the other hand, the 49ers, led by John Lynch and led by Kyle Shanahan, they believe in Brock Purdy. So we're going to find out, George. Were they right? I think they are. Or are they wrong? You think they are. We're all going to find out.
I just feel like it's just a lot of money to invest in a quarterback who I think is above average and not great, and you're paying him great player money, and then you're not going to be able to supplement him. You're asking him to be better than he's been, and I don't know if he's capable of that.
But statistically, he's a top 10 guy. And now financially, for the first time in his life, he's a top 10 guy.
Well, he's paid number 7 AAV.
Okay.
Average annual value.
And look at his numbers. I mean, his statistics will tell you that he is a top 10 player in the NFL, top 10 quarterback in the NFL. I know it's hard to believe, and I know people don't want to give him credit because they want to talk about the players around him. And by the way, DeAndre, I'll tell you something right now. Getting rid of Deebo Samuel, you talk about addition by subtraction. It's the best thing that could have happened to the 49ers. He's a pain in the ass. He's the kind of pain in the ass like what the Steelers just did with Pickens. Like, we don't want him on our team. He's bad news in our locker room. And that's how the 49ers looked at him.
Is it more of just like an attitude and stuff like that? Because his skill set,
he's unbelievable.
I mean,
he's an incredible player.
He does a lot offensively. You can line him up in the backfield. He could be in the slot. I mean, he does a lot offensively.
He is a great player, a versatile player. He has become a major headache for the 49ers. And that's just the story, man. That's the deal. And when you look at Purdy, and again, I'm going to find all these numbers, but Purdy is, in the 3 years as a starter, he's a top 10 NFL quarterback, statistically speaking. The eye test may tell you a little something different. The draft position may tell you something different, but the numbers tell you top 10 guy. And by the way, George, the other part of it is, of the $265 million that averages about $53 million a year, it's like 180-ish.
80 is still guaranteed. It's still a lot of money.
It's a lot of money. It is a lot of money. But I don't know, man. I put my trust into Kyle Shanahan, and I'm biased towards John Lynch, no doubt about it. But I would rather put my money into Purdy because I know what I've got than start all over and take my chances.
All right, well, let's break for Blake. How about that? Let's do that. Let's talk some Dodger baseball on the other side. 710 ESPN.
You never have to miss a moment of LA's mega sports station. Get the all-new ESPN LA app.
Just search ESPN LA in your App Store or Google Play.
Download, tap, and bam!
You got 710 ESPN in the palm of your hand.
Hey, guys, it's Cap. Here's the scenario. Your home is flooded and the damage is severe. Now it feels like your insurance company is turning on you. They won't approve a replacement living arrangement, and the adjuster leaves you in the lurch. Take a breath and call Avner Gatt, one of Southern California's largest public adjuster firms. Avner Gatt knows how to fight back when your insurance company makes you feel like a criminal, leaving you with no hope of getting into your home and getting it all back together. With decades of experience and a passion for helping people, Avner and his family take the call themselves. So whether you have a toilet overflow, a broken water line, a burst supply line, a broken fire sprinkler, whatever the water damage is, you call Avner Gatt today at 818-917-5256, or you go to avnergatt.com. It's 818-917-5256 or avnergatt.com. You call, Avner answers, he says hello. Your claim is our game. avnergatt.com.
Hey guys, it's Sedano. Los Angeles International Airport's People Mover trains begin rolling early next year as part of LAX's ongoing investments to transform and improve your travel journey. The People Mover trains will quickly move guests between their terminals and our new consolidated rental car center, metro trains and buses, economy parking, and Kiss and Fly lot. The trains will make it simple and fast to get to your LAX destination in 10 minutes or less, and trains depart every 2 minutes beginning in early 2026. Learn more at lawa.org/ESPN.
What's going on? It's Bethel Duran, and if your car is damaged in an accident, or if you just want to get it repaired, or if you just want a paint job, Leo and the crew at Active Collision are there for you. Let them know that 710 sent you, and you get 50% discount on your insurance deductible. Call them at 626-330-0100. That's 626-330-0100, or check them out on Instagram at active.collision. Leo and the crew will walk you through every single detail. Call Leo anytime. They got the tow truck ready for you. Leo is family, and he'll take care of you.
Hey guys, you feel it? Days are getting longer, sun is getting warmer. Looks like our SoCal summer is right around the corner. Here in California, we are all about choosing chill. From hitting the beach to the best hiking trails to going all out to support our teams. One thing really all ties it together, and that's enjoying it all with good friends and a cold Coors Light. Pick up Coors Light near you or get it delivered to your door today. Visit CAChooseChill.com to learn more. 2025 Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado. Celebrate responsibly.
Individuals and businesses with tax problems, listen carefully. Do you feel like you're losing control of your finances? If you owe over $10,000 in back taxes or have unfiled tax returns, we can help you take back control. The IRS is the largest and most aggressive collection agency in the world, and they can seize your bank accounts, garnish your paycheck, close your business, and file criminal charges. Take control of your tax problem now by calling the experts at U.S. Tax Shield and take advantage of the Fresh Start program and new laws that may allow us to negotiate a settlement for the lowest amount possible. Our team of tax attorneys and enrolled agents can stop collections and get you protected so you can take control of your financial future. U.S. Tax Shield offers a price protection guaranteed quote to get you protected today. U.S. Tax Shield is A+ rated with the Better Business Bureau, so call now. 800-687-5192. That's 800-687-5192. U.S. Tax Shield. 800-687-5192.
And it is Sedano and Kap, your Friday afternoon. Don't forget, tonight at 6 p.m., after Sedano Kap, we'll bring you Dodgers Angels here on 710 a.m. and in crystal clear digital audio on the all-new ESPN LA app. Tomorrow, May 17th, Bill Paxton, who we lost in 2017. It's his birthday. It's also Bob Saget's birthday. We lost him in 2022. And it's Jordan Knight's birthday from NKOTB. He turns 55. Why don't we play a Jordan Knight single when he tried his solo stuff, man? You say it's been too long. Sedano and Kap continues your Friday afternoon right now.
Bill Paxton died in 2017?
Yeah.
R.I.P. I'm just finding out about that. That's why I'm late to that party.
You're a little late, Captain.
Jeez. I didn't know that. Oh, I feel horrible.
Horrible.
I do. Remember the movie Weird Science?
Yes, he's a big brother, right?
He's Chet, the big brother.
Yeah.
Right. I can't believe Bill Paxton died. I had no idea. I really,
Turn 2 in the end of the movie.
Yeah, I really liked him, too. Oh, that's horrible. Wow, young guy. Oh, it's too bad.
That girl turned him into like a troll at the end of the movie or something.
Not even at the end of the movie, right? Kelly McGillis, I think, was her name.
Yeah.
And Anthony Michael Hall was in that movie.
Yeah.
And he was the older brother, Chet.
Yeah, and like the whatever, Kelly whatever, turned him into like a troll or something.
Right,
Like some
right.
kind of like,
Like
some
big,
monster or something.
Green, slimy,
Yeah,
disgusting
slimy slob,
animal.
yes.
Right. Yep, that's right. That's what she did to him. She froze the grandparents, too, you may recall.
That's right.
All right, George, enough about Weird Science. I think Blake is ready to go.
I got good news.
Tell me about it.
AT&T's gateway services that address.
Oh, thank God. AT&T, beautiful.
Because Kelly said she went to Verizon, and they said, it doesn't show it does, but I think it might. Is literally what the guy said, which I appreciate even the hope at this point.
Right.
But I did look up AT&T. It says the address works.
Okay. See, now you can have that tower that we were talking about, and it'll just go on your AT&T bill. Now you don't have to go to T-Mobile or Verizon. You just stay with AT&T.
Right.
Oh, you're going to be happy. You're going to be a happy guy. And by the way, I'm going to tell you something right now. I told you that I'm going to be moving.
And it works for your Comrex?
Oh, yeah. Well, I haven't tried that, but here's what I will tell you. I'm also in the process of moving. Like, it's a few months out.
I mean, I'm not going to be home very much anyway for the next couple of weeks anyway. So
but I got one of those Verizon towers at the new place, and because we're working on it, and I use it there all the time, and it works great.
Yeah.
Oh,
it
I'm
worked
so
great
happy
with
for
my
you.
Comrex when I plugged into it.
I'm very happy for you. Very, very happy.
Oh, thank God.
This is great news.
Yeah. I told Kelly, she already grabbed the one at Verizon. I'm like, just grab the AT&T one, too. We'll just figure out which one works.
Yeah, which one's better? We'll do an A/B test.
Exactly.
We'll do a little split testing.
I feel like what the Dodgers are trying to do with their pitching staff.
Oh, here
Hello,
he comes.
Balake.
Here he comes. Yeah.
Balake, we got to set you up. How about 3:45 on Wednesdays? Because Clapper took your original time.
Hey, if you guys are live at 2 a.m., you need someone to hop on for 5 minutes, I'm there. So whatever time is good with you guys, it's good with me.
Nice. Nice. So, Blake, I saw your tweet. This was a couple days ago, and I think the number was 15. You had like 15 Dodger pitchers that were all dealing with injuries. You know the tweet I'm talking about, but forget about all 15 names. Why don't you hit the biggest names on that list?
Yeah, I mean, Kappy, I don't have the tweet in front of me right now, but I think that list might be even higher than 15. I mean, the Dodgers have a starting rotation and a bullpen currently on the injured list, where if they were all healthy, that would be a first-place team in some division in baseball. I mean, they have guys like Michael Kopech, Blake Trinan, Evan Phillips, Bruce Dark-Ratterall, 4 high-end relievers that, if they were healthy, could be all-star caliber pitchers. Then you look at the starting rotation, $200 million guy Blake Snell, $150 million guy in Tyler Glasnow, Hall of Famer Clayton Kershaw, who is back tomorrow. I mean, the names that are currently on the injured list for the Dodgers, and then you throw in all these rookies that were once highly touted prospects. I mean, it's really remarkable seeing all these guys not just hurt at any point during the season, all hurt at the exact same time.
Right. But the more remarkable thing, as you're going through this list of names, and I do have your tweet in front of me, and you hit a lot of those guys, what's more remarkable is how the Dodgers continue to win. And last night, DeAndre was at the game. He saw the Dodgers annihilate the A's 19-2, and everybody's hitting. Max Muncy's hitting a home run. Ohtani hit 2 home runs. James Outman, James Outman. We haven't seen James Outman. From maybe a year ago, we saw James Outman when he was supposed to become a star. James Outman hit a home run last night. So, as much as the injuries have piled up in the pitching staff, remarkably, Blake, this team still has the best record in baseball. They're still in first place in the division, and they still just out-offense everybody.
Yeah, I mean, if I would have shown you, Kappy, this list of all the pitchers that are currently on the injured list, I would have told you that Max Muncy through the first 40 games would have one home run. James Allen would be terrible. Mookie Betts would be slumping. Freddie Freeman would miss a couple of weeks. Shohei Ohtani would miss a week being on the paternity list. You'd probably think, okay, they're maybe second place behind the Padres, maybe third place behind a slow start. You wouldn't think that they'd have the best record in all of baseball. So, yeah, despite all the issues and struggles the Dodgers have had to deal with through the first 6 weeks of the season, the fact that, they're throwing out this A and B and C-list team on a night-to-night basis and they're still winning all these games just goes to show how deep of a roster they really have.
So, Blake, I heard Dave Roberts on with Mason in Ireland today, and, he said all the right things, which I would expect him to. He's great in general, but certainly he knows how to handle some potential roadblocks, let's call them. And the way he's managed the pitching staff, I mean, I can't imagine anyone would have any valid criticisms based on everything that's transpired from an injury perspective. But with the guys that he's had available, who are the guys that you feel like, hey, maybe that guy has more than I thought he had previously?
Yeah, I mean, the guys that stand out immediately, the first one being Ben Kasparius. This was a guy that came up last season, pitched like 5 innings, and made the World Series roster and looked like he had the chance to be an absolute stud. He's been fantastic for the season, this Dodgers. I don't know if they know how to use him just yet. He came up as a starter, but they're using him as kind of like that long relief role. He's thrown a couple innings out of the bullpen. I think they should just convert him to be a starting pitcher because I think if he got a chance, he would actually be an all-star caliber pitcher. And another guy, I want to give a shout-out to him. I don't think he's even on the roster anymore. I'm not even sure because they're changing guys day to day. But that's Matt Sauer. He pitched the bullpen game yesterday, started the game, went 4 innings. Is a guy that's been around. I think he's been on 4 or 5, maybe more teams throughout his career. But this is a guy where the Dodgers need him to go 4 or 5 innings on any given outing. And he's been great given that role. So, again, all these guys have been hurt. They needed guys to step up. But Ben Kasparius, he's a rookie I'm really excited for. But Matt Sauer, again, a veteran that's been around the block a couple of times, he's stepped up every time the Dodgers have asked him. And you can't ask much more of that.
George, you bring up an interesting point about Dave Roberts and his management of the pitching staff. And then yesterday, Blake, or maybe it was 2 days ago, where they finally just DFA Austin Barnes, who, George, you may realize this.
Yeah.
He's a heart and soul guy. He may not necessarily be much of a producer at this point of his career, but he has been a long time Dodger. He was the longest tenured Dodger, as I recall. And they bring in Dalton Rushing, who's one of their top prospects. And even he was a participant in last night's batting practice against the A's. So what do you make of what they did there? Barnes gone, Rushing in.
It blew me away. I mean, first off, calling up Rushing, that blew me away. I didn't think they'd actually ever get around to it. But the Austin Barnes one, if you guys want to feel old, I was in high school when Austin Barnes debuted with the Dodgers. That's how long he's been up with this club. And this was shocking. I think this is probably one of the more shocking moves I've seen from the Dodgers during this entire regime of dominance the last decade, because this was a guy who he's playing once or twice every week. He's making $3 or $4 million a year. He's not really impacting you that much. In the clubhouse, the guys refer to him as the captain. Not Mookie Betts, not Shohei Ohtani, not Freddie Freeman. Austin Barnes is the guy known as the captain in that clubhouse. He has a special report with every pitcher on that staff. And we all know, again, having a catcher like that is so incredibly valuable, and the Dodgers released him. This is something that we have not seen from them, again, during this entire regime. It blew me away, but it just goes to show this may be a turning point. They may finally be saying, you know what, we can't keep these guys on that are great guys in the locker room. They did do it with Jason Hayward last year. That was a bit of a surprise, but again, this was the guy that's been with the team for 11 years. So the Dodgers mean business, and I think we're going to be seeing a couple more of these moves in the coming weeks and months.
Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead, Kappy.
I was going to thank Balake because, George, we got Radio Tinder right around the corner, but I think Balake has done quite a job here today. Break down the pitching staff, the move at the catcher position. And like you said, George, hard to criticize what's going on with all the injuries and still the best record in baseball and still in first place in a division that's the best division in all of Major League Baseball.
Yeah, I mean, the fact they have this record, all things considered, is pretty wild. Like, I don't think anyone would deny that.
Blake, would you deny that?
I would not deny that. And I'll say one final thing. We saw the Dodgers just DFA Austin Barnes. I know it's been a rough couple of years for this guy, but if I'm a Dodger fan, if Chris Taylor gets in the game at any point this weekend for an at-bat or he takes the field, give him a standing ovation because his days could be numbered here. He might have only a couple games left before the Dodgers DFA him too.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
Yeah. You see, George, one guy's the heart guy, one guy's the soul guy.
Yeah.
Could be without a heart or a soul. Or maybe you need to find a new heart and soul.
That would be terrible.
Yeah, it really would.
All right. Well, Balake, thank you so much, buddy.
Hey, appreciate it as always, guys. George, hopefully you get all that sorted out. I've been listening, and it sounded like you needed some reality cameras following you around for this.
Big time.
It's been a rough day.
Yeah.
But Balake, follow him on Twitter, @Blake H. Harris. Subscribe to the man's Substack. He's doing the Lord's work. By the way, Blake, I don't know if you saw, but my subscription just automatically renewed. I'm very excited to see more of your work.
I appreciate you, George. I appreciate you. You guys are the best. And again, if you guys need me at 3 a.m., I'll be up. I'll wake up my girlfriend and let her know it's time to talk with the boys. So always happy to hop on and talk with you guys.
Thank you, buddy. Appreciate it.
Good man right there, Blake Harris. Good man.
All right, Kappy, we got Radio Tinder next.
All right, but before we do, I want to remind everybody about our great friends at Ocean Subaru of Fullerton. You know, I am now driving another new Subaru from Ocean Subaru of Fullerton. I've driven the Solterra. I've driven the Crosstrek, the Forester. I love them all. But right now I'm in an Outback, and I got to tell you something. It is, I mean, what do you expect me to say? I love the car. First of all, I love the big, giant, like, iPad screen so that when I'm trying to follow the GPS, and now I turn the volume on just so everybody knows because I have a hard time following it. But the whole entertainment system is so great, whether I'm, going onto the radio or I've got my Bluetooth and my I'm listening to our ESPN LA app. And by the way, here's the one thing about this vehicle that I will tell you. It's a little judgmental. And what I mean by that is this. I'm driving, and it knows I'm looking at my phone. And it starts making noise like, hey, pay attention to what you're doing here. So, I'm like, hey, leave me alone a little bit. Like, no, we're not leaving you alone. You're on your phone. You're driving. Get off your phone. And I don't know how it does it. I don't know if it's because my phone is connected to the Bluetooth and it knows that I'm using my phone. It's amazing how the car tells you, stop using your phone. So the safety, when we say that the Subaru is the safest vehicle on the road, it is literally, statistically, and this is a data-driven statement, Subaru is the safest vehicle on the road. What I'd like you to do is go down and see Omar and his team at Ocean Subaru of Fullerton. They're at 1100 South Euclid in Fullerton, right off the 91 freeway. Can't miss them. They're open late for you. The whole store is illuminated. You'll never be able to miss them. And you can go to their website, oceansubaruoc.com, oceansubaruoc.com. Omar and his staff are obsessed with getting you and your family in the right lifestyle vehicle, and that is a Subaru. And right now, don't miss the Subaru A Lot to Love event. It is on right now. Ocean Subaru of Fullerton, where every journey starts with love.
Sunday, it's more than a match. It's a battle for Los Angeles. LAFC is riding high on a 6-game unbeaten streak, while the Galaxy are still searching for their first win of the season. Two teams, one city, bragging rights on the line. Catch all the action of the LA Derby, LAFC versus Galaxy, Sunday on 710 ESPN and the ESPN LA app.
Hey guys, it's Sedano. Flashy discounts, gimmicky sales? Don't fall for it. At Hernandez Wholesale Flooring, we give you honest, wholesale pricing all year long. No bogus markups, no tricks, just the best floors at the best prices. Call 866-62-FLOOR. No sale beats wholesale. Hernandez Wholesale Flooring, check them out at hernandezwholesaleflooring.net or call them at 866-62-FLOOR.
For the best prices on hardwood carpet and more, call 866-62-FLOOR.
Hey, it's Cap. Is it time to downsize? Selling your home doesn't have to be a hassle. Not with Seller's Advantage. You can skip the agents, commissions, and costly repairs. By the time you pay for repairs and agent fees, you could have already sold your home for a fair, competitive price without the worry of the deal falling through. Here's what Chris Chavez, a real Seller's Advantage customer, had to say, and I quote, "Seller's Advantage was definitely the best company I've worked with. They offered me more than I expected, and the whole process was great. They were helpful, always answered the phone, and willing to help. I can't say enough about the experience. Much better than going through a realtor," end quote. Thank you, Chris. Get your free, no-obligation cash offer today. Call Seller's Advantage at 888-390-AS-IS, 888-390-AS-IS, 888-397-2747, or visit sellersadvantage.com.
DRE number 01961658.
Don't worry, sell happy with Seller's Advantage.
If you have ever thought about remodeling your bathroom but were worried it would take too long or cost too much, then stop worrying. Right now, Jacuzzi Bath Remodel has designed a collection of high-quality custom products and perfected the one-day remodeling experience so you can enjoy your new bathroom faster than ever before. It's a worry-free bath remodel from the most trusted brand name in the business, Jacuzzi. A jacuzzi bath system fits in your existing tub space. It's a no-mess installation with an amazing style selection, factory-certified installers, and a limited lifetime warranty. Call 800-717-4599. That's 800-717-4599 right now and get 50% off installation with no interest and no payments for 12 months. Replace that old bathtub today with a walk-in shower for a safer bathing experience. If you have lived in your home for over 15 years, it's time to remodel your bathroom. For a virtual or in-home appointment, call 800-717-4599. That's 800-717-4599. 800-717-4599.
And it is Sedano and Kap. Friday afternoon radio Tinder time. We like to play a TV theme if we can. Tomorrow, May 17th, back in 2000, the final episode of Beverly Hills 90210 aired on Fox. 25 years ago. Wow. You can follow Funchie, who's sitting in for producer Lindsay Baseball, somewhere on the socials. I know it. Although Funchie doesn't have an IG, right? He doesn't have an Instagram.
I'm here.
And don't forget about our new sponsor, the Crazy Hernandez Brothers. If you're in the market for new flooring, shop at Hernandez Wholesale Flooring, where every day is a deal. No gimmicks. Call 866-62-FLOOR, F-L-O-O-R. Or go to HernandezWholesaleFlooring.net. No sale beats wholesale. Take it away, Funchie.
Thank you, Christopher.
Funchie, you don't have an Instagram?
I don't. And that's something that is like sort of in the pipeline for me to do, is to create an IG account and, start having fun on IG.
I'm going to just tell you right now, that's straight up just irresponsible.
Is it really? For me not to have one, or just...
That is professionally irresponsible.
It is. It really is. I know. In this day and age, yes, I got to be on that thing
Kappy.
for my job.
Yo.
We got an update.
Uh-oh, tell me.
The AT&T store doesn't have them in person.
Oh, my God. Oh, dude, I know. This is how it goes. You got to order it.
God.
You got to actually order it, George.
Wait, so I called another AT&T store because there's one closer to my house. And the guy, DJ, shout out to DJ, okay?
That's out to you, DJ.
DJ goes, yo, man, we don't have them. He's like, but there's one in Torrance that if anyone was going to have it, it's going to be that one. And I'm like, all right, cool. I'll send my wife there, bro. Thank you, DJ.
You're sending your wife to Torrance right now?
Well, she's already in Torrance.
Okay, I was going to say, it's Friday traffic,
She's been driving around already trying to find one of these things.
Let me tell you something. She's an angel. She lets me follow her on Instagram. I don't want to say anything about other people's wives, but she lets me follow her on Instagram.
Anyway, all right. What do we got on Radio Tinder? So we're still trying to find internet.
All right, guys. So I got a theme today for Radio Tinder. My confessions. I got some confessions, and we're going to talk about them.
Confessions.
Yes.
These are my confessions.
We got some of that. So today, most of the stuff I thought about the show, prepping, coming up with the topics, were done when I was driving, and I was texting into my phone about it and stuff like that. And I know it's very, very bad, but do you have to physically stop what you're doing to write down ideas, or you lose it? Swipe right for yes, swipe no, left for no. Kappy.
Do I have to physically stop what I'm doing to write down ideas?
Yeah, or you're going to lose it.
No, I don't have to.
Oh, come on. Are you serious?
Stop. Yes.
Come on, bro.
We literally do this every day.
Yeah, I don't have to physically stop to do anything, dude. I mean, I will be driving down the road.
Well,
I'll come up with an idea.
I mean, I don't have to physically stop, but I'm texting, I'm driving, but I physically stop driving, I'm not pulled over to the road, but I'm not looking at the road. I'm looking at my phone while I'm driving.
Yeah. In my new Subaru, when I get a text, it'll say to me, hey, it'll pop up on the screen, you got a text. I push the screen, and it says, do you want to reply? And then I speak out loud. It records what I'm saying, and then I push reply. And so instead of having to drive and text, I can actually still drive and text, but I don't actually have to be using my fingers and take my eyes off the road. So I do write down a lot of ideas. A lot of times I'll put them in my notes on my phone, Funch. There are a lot of times where I do text myself. And one thing that's kind of pissing me off lately is I've been putting my name into my phone, and it's not popping up, so then I have to use my phone number, and then my name pops up. What's that all about?
What's that about, man?
I don't know. How about you, George?
don't know. I feel like I don't have to stop to write them down. Usually at night I will do that because I'll forget because I'll go to bed. Like I usually have my best ideas late at night, not when I'm driving in the car.
What do you? Okay, like you're stuck in traffic, or stuck at a light. Are you scrolling on your social media?
100%. Absolutely.
Kappy totally is.
Of course. If I'm at a red light, I'm checking my email. I'm checking Twitter. I'm checking Instagram. I almost killed Chris and Steffa, but that was only because I can't really follow a GPS very well. But yes, I admittedly, especially at stoplights, I used to just pick my nose, but now I actually just use my phone.
Yeah, I was doing a lot of that today for the show. I was at stoplights, and I was stuck in traffic, and I was looking on my social media trying to find stuff for the show. And I thought it was a really bad idea, but anything for the show, right, guys?
Anything for the show.
That's
All
right.
What else you got?
All right. All right. Some of us, mostly me, have been using a K-Cup machine in our bullpen. I don't know if you guys knew that. We have a K-Cup machine that brought in courtesy of Mr. Beto Duran. And he bought like a box of K-Cup, disposable cups or whatever that we can use, to which they're almost gone. And I ran out of my K-Cups as well. So
how many did Beto bring in? How many K-Cups did he bring in?
He bought in like a 30-pack almost.
Oh, okay.
And I bought
when you go to Costco, you get the big one.
I don't know where. I think he went to Amazon and ordered them online because it came in a box and there was like a lot of them in there. So, and I brought some in for myself, and I probably bought like a 10-pack, and they're gone.
Okay.
So I started dipping in his coffee pack, and his stuff is almost gone. And I feel guilty for drinking it. And, I hate going to the store to replace it. But should I just drink his K-Cups and not feel guilty about it? Swipe right for yes, swipe left for no. Sedano.
K-Cups?
Yeah, should I feel guilty for drinking Beto's K-Cups?
I feel like Beto gives you a lot of crap. K-Cups are not really worth.
That was my argument too. If you brought this up, if I'm going too hard on it or whatever, he gives me a hard time.
I also feel like Beto, again, not only does he give you a lot of crap, it's not like K-Cups. How many did you take?
I mean, I took probably 5 within the last week and a half. He had a big box full of 30, and it's almost all gone. And he hasn't been at the office since the Lakers season ended too.
You took that many of them. You probably should replace it before this season starts, is what I would say.
Well, I mean, I got 3 months to replace it, but I mean, I don't know what time when he's coming back to fill in for one of you guys or one of the other shows, and he comes back there and he sees.
Let me make a suggestion for you, Funchie Lover.
What's that?
You can go to Costco, and you could get the Kirkland Breakfast Blend K-Cup box. 120 K-Cups, $43.38. If you say, no, you know what, I don't really want the Kirkland brand, I'd rather have a different brand. I like Pete's Coffee, their dark roast.
And that's the one I had that for myself, and it's all gone. Yeah.
Okay, you ready for this? A box of 66 K-Cups, $60. So it's less than $1 per cup of coffee.
Yeah.
That's why I don't understand how people go to Starbucks and spend $5, $6 for a cup of coffee when I can spend less than $1 for a good cup of coffee.
I don't either, and that's why we brought the K-Cups in, so we didn't have to go to Starbucks downstairs to spend all of our money on Starbucks all the time. So, yes. But the thing is, Beto does not have a Kirkland signature or anything else. It's Dunkin' Donuts. So I have to go to Amazon or...
Yeah, it's fine.
I got to go to the store, which I hate to go to the store and buy stuff. But now, I got to go to the store to replace it. Hopefully he's not listening right now.
Oh, I'm sure he's listening. Everybody's listening.
I hope he's not listening because, yes, I drink all your coffee, Beto. Sorry, bro.
Wow, you're going to hear about that. That's for sure.
Well, those are my confessions, man. That's what I'm saying.
Right.
Yeah.
Those are your confessions? That's it? You're done with us?
I got one more. We can save it, or we can do it. What do you guys want to do?
George, it's Friday. I say F it Friday. What do you say?
Just do whatever you want, Funchie.
Okay.
You don't care. This guy's busy looking for internet.
This is something real serious, guys. And I need your attention, all 3 of you guys in a room. My 2-year anniversary is coming up in a week and a half.
Oh, wow.
Still don't know what to do. I already told the wifey we're not doing anything so extravagant and so big because we literally just moved.
Way to set her up for happiness.
Well, come on. We just moved into a new house, and we moved, and that took a lot of money. And, I mean,
okay. All right,
fair
enough.
That stuff,
All right,
she
a lot of money, Kappy.
Yeah, I understand. I know. I get it.
So I asked a panel of a married man, a divorced man, and a probably married man soon one day, what the hell do I do? nice dinner, flowers. I am scared to death of what's going to happen if I don't do anything great. So, what's a good restaurant to take her to? What should I do?
Wow, this is
Do
tough.
a nice dinner, Funchie.
Yeah, but I don't know where. I don't know where Sedano. I don't know where.
Go to McDonald's, bro.
No, don't go to
That's what I'm saying. I don't want to go.
Does she like? Is there a specific type of food she likes?
I mean, she likes anything actually.
No, but is there like a favorite food?
I mean, she likes. Well, let's see. She likes Italian. You know, Italian.
Okay. Bunch, where'd you guys move to? What part of town you live in?
Monrovia, actually.
Okay, got it. Okay.
Mateo FaceTime me. Should I pick this up?
Yeah, absolutely. You should pick it up. When we FaceTime people on the show, we want them to pick it up. Yeah. He's FaceTiming you. He's probably with your wife looking for a tower right now.
No, he's in the house.
Oh, he is.
Hold on. Let's see.
Funch, I want to tell you one thing.
What's that?
She absolutely expects flowers.
Yes, yes.
Okay.
Mateo, what do you need?
I didn't call you.
Yeah, you did. You FaceTime
Butt dial. Butt dial.
You did by accident?
Yeah, I just did by accident.
Okay.
Why did I think that?
Okay, cool. All right, I'll talk to you later.
All right, Funchie, she absolutely expects flowers.
Yes.
You want to know where to get her a big-ass bouquet of flowers really cheap?
Books?
No, Costco.
Costco, okay.
Books is great, okay? But I'm telling you right now, you go to Costco. This way you can pick up your K-Cups for Beto. Plus you can get a big-ass bouquet of flowers for your wife.
Okay.
Okay? And what does she need right now? What does she need in the house? Like something...
I don't know, man.
Well, find out, man.
I don't know what she wants.
Find out what she needs. She needs something.
She'll tell me something that she likes or whatever, but she doesn't
All right, I know what you
mean
know.
it. I don't know.
You know what? Hey, listen.
I don't know women. I'm sorry.
Listen. You know women well enough to get married.
I mean, you married one.
Right. I say get her some sexy panties. Okay. I say get her some flowers.
Okay.
Take her out to a nice dinner. All right. And honestly, she knows you guys just moved. She doesn't need something extravagant. She doesn't have to go on a trip.
Yeah.
Sexy panties, flowers, dinner. It's on like the break of dawn. You feel me?
I'm here. Okay. All right. That's an idea.
George, what do you got?
Yeah, take her to her favorite restaurant if she's got one, or her favorite type of food. Does she like wine? Does she like?
She loves wine. Yeah, she loves
Okay,
it.
then buy a nice bottle of wine. Splurge for a little nice bottle of wine. Let them charge you the corking fee, and it'll be cheaper than what you would buy at the restaurant. You're good.
She like weed?
Not as much as me.
That's too bad.
I know.
That's unfortunate.
No, sucks.
Yeah. Does she like to watch TV?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Maybe you should get yourself a nice new TV and tell her it's for her. DeAndre, you're a young romantic guy. What do you think?
I know.
So if it was my 2-year, I would take her to a sushi restaurant because sushi is her favorite spot.
My wife hates sushi.
Well, I mean, again, like Sedano said, if she has any favorite food, kind of find
She
a
likes
restaurant.
pizza. I can't take her to a nice pizza joint.
Why not?
No, you can. There are really nice pizza joints.
Yeah, for sure.
I can't take her like the Domino's or something.
No, you don't take her to Domino's.
bro.
Take her not going to Domino's.
Not
Take her
Domino's, mother bleeper.
Take her to a classy place like Little Caesars, dude.
Get her $8 pizza. Come on, man.
All right, maybe Pizza Hut, dude.
Well, I guess I still got a week and a half. You guys can still throw ideas out to me, so yes.
Hey, if anybody wants to throw an idea at Funchie, hit him up on his Instagram account that he doesn't have.
Yeah, please do. Please do.
All right, good job, Funch.
Thank you, guys.
All right, Funchie.
I'm here.
All right, Georgie.
Are we done?
Yeah,
we're done.
We're done here.
We have a live read here or nothing?
Well, we can at least tell people who Radio Tinder is brought to us by.
Oh, by the Crazy Hernandez brothers. I mean, Christopher mentioned that earlier, but we could certainly mention that again because if you need flooring like Kappy did, you call the Crazy Hernandez brothers. Our guy Steven hooked it up. And if you're in the market for new flooring, shop at Hernandez Wholesale Flooring, where every day is a deal. No gimmicks, okay? Call them at 866-62-FLOOR. That's 866-62-FLOOR. They got 2 locations, all right? Santa Ana Commerce. Good to go, man. Go to the website, HernandezWholesaleFlooring.net, and no sale beats wholesale, homeboy. All right, coming up next, Game 7. The Nuggets forced OKC to a Game 7. Sunday is going to be a hell of a day if you love basketball. We'll get to that next.
Don't miss Travis and Demarco.
It's T-Raj and D-Far.
I think one thing about Travis is that he's not a liar.
Yeah, thank you, Emma. Appreciate that.
Did you really take that to heart? I didn't mean the call. Never mind, bro.
Weekdays at 9 a.m.
on 710 ESPN.
Hey guys, have you checked out the all-new Park West Bicycle Casino? With a new owner, fresh renovations, and upgraded amenities, it's a whole new way to experience LA's premier table game casino. From poker, blackjack, ultimate Texas Hold'em, and Baccarat, they've got all the action for ESPN LA listeners. Brand new players who sign up for their Players Reward get $30 in match play. Just say, Kappy sent me to get $30 in match play. Park West Bicycle Casino.
Please gamble responsibly. Problemgambling.ca.gov. 1-800-GAMBLER. GEGR-001291. DEAR-001292. DEAR-001298. BSIS license number 1358.
Did you know Children's Hospital Los Angeles runs one of the largest clinical trial programs in the country for kids with cancer and blood diseases? It's true. At their Cancer and Blood Disease Institute, your child can access tomorrow's treatments today. They're #1 in California because they offer kids therapies not available at most hospitals. It's a little like stepping into a world where medical breakthroughs happen daily, and they're always pushing what's possible.
Individuals and businesses with tax problems, listen carefully. Do you feel like you're losing control of your finances? If you owe over $10,000 in back taxes or have unfiled tax returns, we can help you take back control. The IRS is the largest and most aggressive collection agency in the world, and they can seize your bank accounts, garnish your paycheck, close your business, and file criminal charges. Take control of your tax problem now by calling the experts at U.S. Tax Shield and take advantage of the Fresh Start program and new laws that may allow us to negotiate a settlement for the lowest amount possible. Our team of tax attorneys and enrolled agents can stop collections and get you protected so you can take control of your financial future. U.S. Tax Shield offers a price protection guaranteed quote to get you protected today. U.S. Tax Shield is A+ rated with the Better Business Bureau, so call now. 800-687-5192. That's 800-687-5192. U.S. Tax Shield. 800-687-5192.
And it is Sedano and Kap your Friday afternoon. Don't forget Angels Dodgers coming up at 6 p.m. right here on 710 and the all-new ESPN LA app. Happy 81st birthday to Danny Trejo. And on this day back, I believe, not last year? I think that's right. The #1 Spotify song, Shabuzi. Yes, a bar song called Tipsy. Sedano and Kap continues your Friday afternoon right now.
Kappy. Kappy?
Yo.
You familiar with Shabuzi's work?
Mostly because I remember Jim Nance saying Shabuzi over and over and over again. And there's nothing better than seeing like somebody who you don't expect to hear the word Shabuzi come from their mouth.
Right, him, definitely.
I will tell you, it's kind of like
Shabuzi.
I've seen a lot of coverage of what's going on in the world of Diddy. I'll stay away from it on the air, but I will just say this.
Yeah, please do.
I will just say this, though. But to hear, like, very stiff newscasters describe certain things with certain words, pretty funny to watch. Even though bizarre.
Yeah.
You following that?
I feel you, dog.
Yeah. You were about to get into some basketball, and I'm glad you are, because you said at the end of the last segment, George, Sunday could be a great day if you love basketball, but for Sunday to be the day that I think you're going to predict, something got to happen tonight.
Oh, well, I was referring to the Western Conference Finals going to 7 games.
Okay, yeah, because, I mean, the way Denver, to their credit, and by the way, you talk about being a ball knower.
Ball knowers.
I mean, I'll say this. I don't know what OKC was thinking yesterday. DeAndre, I know you were at the baseball game, so I don't think you saw very much of this. When Shea picked up his 3rd foul, and then they kept him in, and then he picked up his 4th, on really what should have been a foul on Jokic, it flipped the entire game very quickly. They were up 12, and then it was a 3-point ball game at halftime.
Yeah. But, you know, it's kind of like the lottery, you know, that we debated all week, you know. It's like, hey, the NBA, hey, man, we need a game on Sunday, babe. Listen, it's kind of like what's going on tonight. Like, you know, the way the Celtics made that win in Game 5 in Boston, it's like, hey, we got to have a game on Friday night, brother. And that's why we're back in New York tonight. And I will just say this to you, Georgie. Go, New York, go, New York, go.
Go, New York.
Go, New York, go, New York, go.
Yeah, I don't know. What's the score right now?
It
hasn't started yet.
Yeah,
it's an 8 o'clock Eastern tip?
Yeah, because
yeah. I'm seeing
because you know what? I was watching. It's funny you said that because I have on the Yankees and the Mets because I was curious to see what happens when Juan Soto gets up to bat.
I saw that video. Man.
He took it, huh? He got booed pretty hard, right?
Yeah, they're definitely not happy about it. That's
no. But, I decided to turn on the Yankees and the Mets because, I don't have the MLB package, but my son apparently does. So now that means I do because it means that I'm paying for it at some level anyway.
Right.
So I'm watching Yankees Mets, but I will be turning over to Knicks Celtics here in just a matter of moments. But, George, you got to be impressed with Denver when you really think about it like this.
Oh, dude, I said it yesterday. I mean, I thought OKC would win the game, but, I mean, I started that entire conversation by asking you and Mike. I'm like, man, you really got to be impressed with what they've been able to do considering how little depth they actually have.
Well, but just go back a little bit further. Think about them firing their coach and general manager with 3 regular season games to go, and the ownership, the Kroenke crew, saying, oh, yeah, we had to do this because, listen, it's just we had no choice. We think this gives us the best chance in the postseason. We're like, what? It does? You're firing your coach and your GM now? And then to go through a 7-game series against the Clippers?
Yeah.
And now to be taking Oklahoma City to 7 games and being on the road? George, you've been to Oklahoma City a lot this year. You've seen Denver a lot in person. You've broadcast games in this series that we're watching right now between Denver and OKC. I don't know if I'm going out on a big limb here. I think Denver's going to win.
No, I don't.
Yeah, but you also thought Oklahoma City was wrapping it up last night.
Right, but because I think they're the better team.
They may be the more talented team, but are they the better team?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. I actually think Denver, though, just Jamal Murray, that guy, I'm telling you, man, in the last few years, when it comes to being clutch, especially late in playoff series, there's all this data that says game 7s, Jamal Murray scores on average, I want to say it's like 32 points. I'm putting my money on Denver, on Jokic and Murray and experience and pedigree. I'm taking Denver to shock the world and upset Oklahoma City on Sunday.
I mean, listen, it's one game, so it's not like, anything can happen in a one-game scenario, but so it's not like super crazy to say that. I just think OKC's the better team. And usually, it's not like common that the home team loses game 7. Not by any stretch, impossible. I mean, it's happened plenty of times. But, I still feel like the better team will eventually win over 7 games. And, listen, they had to dust off Julian Strawther yesterday to hit a bunch of threes.
I did see that.
That guy hasn't even played. That guy's barely played. Like, he's played in garbage time in this series.
But it didn't help, though. I saw that Jalen Williams did not have a really good game either.
Oh, my God, he was brutal. Yeah, he was like 3 for like 20 or something like that.
Which I don't think that's going to be the case going into Game 7. I think he's going to help them out especially offensively.
Well, I'm sticking with Denver. I've come this far with Denver. I'm sticking with them. It's kind of like I've come this far with the Knicks. I'm sticking with them tonight. If the Knicks don't win this game tonight, if you have a 3-1 lead against a rival like the Celtics and the Celtics lose their best player and they get inspired at home and they win and they take it back to New York for Game 6, if you don't win this game tonight, New York, you're toast.
Go, New York, go, New York, go!
I got the Knicks. Who do you have tonight, DeAndre?
I think the Knicks are going to close it out.
Funchie Lova?
I'm with the NY. I'm with Knicks tonight.
George, what's your prediction on this game tonight? That's a serious sigh, people.
I mean, the Knicks should win. But something tells me they're not.
All right, well, we're just a few minutes away from tip.
Yeah, the Knicks should win. I mean, everything says the Knicks should win this game.
But something tells you.
I don't know what it is that says to me that I think they're gonna that the Celtics are gonna win this game.
All right, let's see what happens. You ready for 30 minutes commercial free?
Sure.
Let's do that.
All right, let's go. Commercial free coming up next. Jack?
Hey, Southern California, I'm Ty Pennington, the home guy. Teaming up with Pechanga Resort Casino to give away a brand new house. Imagine yourself in a 4-bedroom, 3-bathroom home in incredible Temecula, California. All you need to do is play your favorite slots or table games at Pechanga Resort Casino. The more you play, the more entries you earn. Visit Pechanga.com or call 888-PECHANGA for complete details on Home Sweet Win.
Rules and conditions apply. Go to Pechanga.com for more details.
Hey guys, it's Sedano. Flashy discounts, gimmicky sales? Don't fall for it. At Hernandez Wholesale Flooring, we give you honest, wholesale pricing all year long. No bogus markups, no tricks, just the best floors at the best prices. Call 866-62-FLOOR. No sale beats wholesale. Hernandez Wholesale Flooring, check them out at hernandezwholesaleflooring.net or call them at 866-62-FLOOR.
For the best prices on hardwood carpet and more, call 866-62-FLOOR.
It's time to make your yard the best on the block with Memorial Day savings at the Home Depot. Start by keeping the weeds at bay with Earthgrow mulch, now 4 for $10. Then keep your garden thriving with Miracle Grow garden soil, now on special buy, 4 for $10. Give your neighbors yard envy all summer long with Memorial Day savings going on now at the Home Depot.
The playoffs are in full swing, and you can get in on all the action at ESPN Bet Sportsbook. Go from tracking the latest game-changing moments to placing bets in just a few taps. Right now, new customers can get $100 in bonus bets when you make your first $10 wager. Download the ESPN Bet Sportsbook app and sign up with promo code JOEQ, J-O-E-Q, to get started today. Must be 21 plus. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Terms and conditions apply. See app for details. Offer not available in New York.
Hi, this is Sean McVay of your LA Rams. The Rams play here. KSPN, Los Angeles.
710 ESPN.
A good karma brands radio station. This is the city, Los Angeles, California. It's 5 p.m. in the Southland. Turn it up, man. Time to blow that 5 o'clock whistle with Sedano and Kappy.
That's right, it's the 5 o'clock hour on Sedano and Kap. And it's time for 30 minutes nonstop.
Sedano and Kap on 710 ESPN.
With fun and frivolity, tomfoolery and hijinks, and Kappy doing his thing, thanks to our friends at Real Father's Rights. Real Father's Rights, the father's rights attorney.
Visit RFR710.com or call 833-ESPN-710.
Let's do it, 5 o'clock in the Southland.
30 minutes of nonstop Sedano and Kap starts now.
You ready for this? And time for the Real Father's Rights 5 o'clock hour on 710 ESPN. Let's do it, Jack!
Bing, ba-da-ba. Boom, be-da-da. Boom, be-da-ba, ba-da-ba, bick-a-ding, da-da-ba, da-da-ba. Hey, George, as this Boston-New York game gets ready to get started, let me run something by you here real quick and tell you how I played my PrizePicks tonight. You ready for this?
Okay.
I took Jaylen Brown for less than 26 points. What do you think? Yes or no?
Less than 26 points?
That's right.
Hold on. Let me think about that.
Think about that for a second, because here's the thing. When you're playing these games, and this is not like a PrizePicks spot right now, this is just me like telling you what kind of action I got going on this game tonight.
Yeah.
You got to play less. You can't always play more.
Yeah.
You know? So I took Jaylen Brown for less than 26 points. I took Jalen Brunson.
Well, I'll tell you this. He's only gotten more than 26 points. Actually, his last game was was exactly 26 points.
Yep. Prior to that, he hadn't gotten there.
Only once in the entire playoffs before that.
Okay. So I took Jalen Brunson, same first name, different spelling.
Yeah.
Less than 30.5 points. He had that one big explosive offensive game. Other than that, he's been under 30.5 the entire time.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Now, this is the one that I don't know that everybody would like, but I've become a fan of his. Mitchell Robinson. You ready for this?
Yeah.
More than 13.5 points, rebounds, and assists. He's been more than 13.5 4 of the last 5 games.
Yeah. That's true.
And then these are my two demon
four
plays.
straight, actually.
Yeah, these are my two demon plays. This I'm just taking a big old risk on this one. Ohtani. Shohei Ohtani.
Shohei Ohtani.
Ohtani had 2 home runs last night, but for some reason I just think that he's so on fire, so I took him for a home run tonight. Yeah. And I took Fernando Tatis for a home run tonight. Those are the 2 baseball players I play all the time. So I've got a 5-pick flex play, $20 tonight to win $680.
Wow.
Those are my plays, man.
Cray, Cap.
Those are my plays. There you go. All right, good luck to everybody who's playing. Good luck, Ron the Caddy. And
PrizePicks, run your game, dog.
You know it. You know it. So, George, earlier today, Funchie Lova and I are on the phone, right?
Yeah.
And Funchie tells me that he's very upset with Hollywood.
Hollywood
so,
as
very
in
upset.
Yeah.
The city of Hollywood, Hollywood as in an industry.
Hollywood the industry.
Got
Hollywood the industry. He says that Hollywood never has any new fresh ideas.
That's fair.
Okay, I said the same thing. And his case in point was this. Are you familiar with a film that is apparently getting ready to be produced, or I don't even know if it's getting produced or released or whatever, that there's a prequel to Rambo? Now,
I did not know that.
Okay, now, you know, were you a Rambo fan?
Yeah, of course. First Blood.
DeAndre, a Rambo guy?
No, he's
Nah, not really. A little
Really?
bit.
I mean, maybe you like that song from Orange Juice Jones. I saw you and him walking in the rain. You know that song?
I do not know.
You don't? Man, you ain't know nothing about no Orange Juice Jones.
I do not know.
Oh, yeah. And there's that one part of the song where he gets mad at his girl because she cheated on him. And he said, you know, I was about to run up on you, do a Rambo, but instead I chilled, which was a smart move for him, George. I don't know if you agree with that or not, but I think it was a smart move for Orange Juice Jones to actually chill. Yeah, here it is. Yeah. You know the song, Funch?
Yes, I do, man.
Right. We were holding hands and I
never be the same.
Oh, yeah. Here it comes.
Come on in here. Got some hot chocolate on the stove waiting for you.
Yeah.
Listen, first things first. Let me hang up that coat. Yeah. How's your day today? You miss me? You did. Yeah, I missed you too. I missed you so much I followed you today.
Uh-huh.
That's right. Now close your mouth because you cold busted.
Cold busted.
Cold busted.
Let's keep it up. Keep it up.
You don't know what to do. My first impulse was to run up on you and do a Rambo.
Do a Rambo. There you go.
Blast both of you. I ain't want to mess up this $3,700 Lynx coat.
$3,700 coat.
Right. So instead I chilled. All right, you're cool right there, DeAndre. So George, Rambo, there's going to be a prequel.
Yeah.
Which means now we're going to learn about John Rambo before he became Rambo.
Before he became First Blood.
Right. Now, was First Blood the name of the first Rambo film?
Correct.
Okay. Because there's that one scene in the movie where, remember Brian Dennehy? He was the actor who was playing the sheriff. Mm-hmm. And I don't remember the name of the actor who showed up, who was like the colonel. The colonel in the army. But, George, do you remember the scene where there's like a whole team of cops that are looking for Rambo, but then the colonel shows up and the colonel explains to the sheriff that he's here not to save Rambo, he's here to save the cops from Rambo. Do you remember that scene?
Yeah.
Because the colonel describes to everybody what Rambo is. You know what I'm saying here? Go ahead, Funchie. Give everybody a little taste.
Thought I might be able to help. Well, I don't know in what way. Rambo's a civilian now. He's my problem.
I don't think you understand. I didn't come here to rescue Rambo from you. I came here to rescue you from him.
Well, we all appreciate your concern, Colonel. And we'll try to be extra careful.
I'm just amazed that he allowed any of your posse to live.
Is that right?
Strictly speaking, he slipped up. You're lucky to be breathing.
That's just great. Colonel, you came out here to find out why one of your machines blew a gasket.
You don't seem to want to accept the fact that you're dealing with an expert in guerrilla warfare. With a man who's the best. With guns, with knives, with his bare hands. A man who's been trained to ignore pain, ignore weather, to live off the land, to eat things that'll make a billy goat puke. In Vietnam, his job was to dispose of enemy personnel. To kill. Period. Win by attrition. Well, Rambo was the best.
You don't seem to understand, George. This is what we're going to find out, is how Rambo became Rambo before he was Rambo in the Army and then just started wreaking havoc all over the place when he came back.
Yeah.
That dude will eat things that will make a billy goat puke.
Yeah, I loved those movies, man. Those were good movies. I didn't realize there were 5 of them, though.
I didn't know that. Really?
There was 2 of them that just released in like the last 15 years.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I knew that. So I watched the original one, First Blood. It came out well before I was like old enough to watch it, so I watched it later. Then the first one I remember watching was actually the one just called Rambo. And then I saw that, and then the third one was there was like another third Rambo. It had to do with like the Afghani-Russian war.
Yeah, that's when the colonel got like kidnapped or something, and he had to go rescue him.
Right.
Oh, really? That one I don't know about.
Yeah, that one came out in the 90s, I want to say.
1988.
Oh, okay. There you
Come on, no way,
But
Funch.
then
no way
also
Rambo 3 is 88.
Yes, it is. I'm looking at it right now. And then something else they called another Rambo that came out, just Rambo, which came out in 2008, which he was like in the jungles of Thailand and like killing people.
That, yeah. And then there was like another Rambo
where he took on a
Blood
cartel
in 2019.
Yeah.
I did not know that either.
He took on a cartel, which is it's good. I liked it actually.
I just love the Colonel. You don't seem to understand, Sheriff. I mean, this guy could live off the land. He's an expert in guerrilla warfare. You don't seem to frankly speaking, I'm surprised any of you guys are even breathing right now. You don't get who we're talking about. And Brian Dennehy, I think he's no longer with us. R.I.P.
Yeah.
I hope I didn't just kill him.
No,
off.
I think you're right. I think he R.I.P. R.I.P. for him.
You know, he played Brian Dennehy played Bobby Knight.
Well, that would stand to reason. I could see that. I could see them making him look like Bobby Knight. You know, you got Nicolas Cage getting ready to play John Madden. Brian Dennehy would make a great John Madden.
Yeah, Brian Dennehy played. He died in 2020. He
Oh,
died
okay.
right after COVID, during COVID.
Oh, all right, good.
I don't know if he died of COVID, but he
Yeah,
died.
I don't mean good that he's dead. I just mean good that I didn't kill him off. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's one of
but
my
yeah,
favorite scenes, though.
He was 82 when he passed away.
Oh, wow. That was just one of my favorite scenes from Rambo. When the colonel shows up and has to explain to the sheriff, you don't seem to understand who you're effing with.
So they're remaking Rambo too, Rambo again, but also they're remaking. I just saw this too. They're remaking Gremlins and also a
Gremlins.
Yes, and
this is why Funchie's
Goonies
upset.
as well. The Goonies.
This is why Funchie's upset. He
That's
says,
why
Hollywood-
I am upset about that.
Hollywood, come on, guys. Doesn't anybody have an original idea? All I hear from all my actor buddies and all my producer buddies is there's no work out there. There's no work. We can't find work. Come up with an original idea, guys. Prequel to Rambo, please. 45 years later. That's like when Eddie Murphy did like...
YT Casual, 1099 Beto says Richard Crenna is the colonel.
Oh, yeah, Richard Crenna. Very good.
Where's he from? Who's he from?
You mean like what's he been in?
Yeah, what's he been in? I don't know. I'm kind of young. I don't know who he is.
Oh, really?
What movies was he in? He was...
Oh, damn. My boy Lenny Kravitz is at this Knicks game sitting there with Tracy, whatever his name is, Morgan.
Yeah.
Oh, damn. I just saw Lenny 2 weeks ago.
How
at
was
the
that
Beach
show?
Life
How was that
Festival.
show?
Oh, my God. He killed it, dude. He crushed. He's 60 years old. He's still so hot.
Yeah, he got like a 6-pack.
Oh, that is just his obliques are so sexy. The way he wears his jeans, dude. The hair. The way he plays his guitar. Still sings all those songs that were anthems in our lives. Lenny Kravitz is sitting there with Tracy Morgan. That's an interesting combination. What was the guy's name that they just showed from The Sopranos? What was his name? Bobby Bacala?
I didn't...
Yeah,
I
Bobby.
turned away.
And then they had Michael Strahan. So Michael Strahan is there.
You know,
at
you're
this
actually
Knicks game.
ahead of me for once.
This is unbelievable. Well, that's because your cable sucks.
That's right.
No, because I'm streaming right now.
Yeah.
My DirecTV is no longer connected. It's connected at the new place.
Yeah, internet. See, no good. No good. Did I get Mitchell Robinson to score like right away? Remember, I need him for more than 13.5 points. Did he score
the
first
first basket
points?
was Cat.
Oh, I didn't see. I wasn't sure who it was, and I just got it. All right. So in the meantime, so Michael Strahan's there. George, did you happen to see Bill
Belichick
Belichick on Good Morning America?
Michael, you know I'm not here to talk about my personal stuff.
Can we hear some of this? Because I didn't get to see it. Is that what Belichick said to him?
Yeah.
Oh, man. And Strahan, he wants to be the football guy, but on Good Morning America, he's got to be the...
We got a couple clips from
Well,
Good
he
Morning America.
just spun it and said, well, are you happy? And he's like, yeah, I'm happy.
All right, can we hear some of this?
Yeah, we got a couple clips.
All right, let me hear this.
A lot has been made about your relationship with Jordan Hudson. It's been getting a lot of attention. She isn't here this morning, but what do you think about all the attention that your relationship has been getting?
Yeah, well, she's been terrific, through the whole process, and she's been very helpful to me. She does the business things that don't relate to North Carolina that come up in my life, so I can concentrate on football, and that's really what I want to do. I acknowledged her in the book. She was very helpful on that with the tribute pages, and also giving a perspective of the book from kind of a business side. Sometimes I get a little football technical, and so she did a good job of keeping me on balance there.
So what did Jordan mean to you?
Well, we have a good personal relationship, and I'm not talking about personal relationships, Michael. You know that.
Okay, I know that, Coach. But I'm saying, are you happy?
Yeah.
All right, well, that was pretty good by Michael Strahan,
No, he played it right, but Belichick wasn't having it.
No, but the thing is that Strahan is the wrong guy for the interview in this way.
Because he's like a football guy.
Right, and he's petrified of him. You know what I mean? Like, hey, Michael Strahan may be a star, and he may be making millions of dollars, and he may be a football analyst, but he's still a football player. And when Bill Belichick shows up as a former player, even though you didn't play for the guy, you're still scared of him. Just the same way if Parcells walked into the room right now at 100 years old, I'd be petrified.
Who should be asking him questions, like Anderson Cooper or something?
Nah, listen.
George Stephanopoulos?
Nah, I don't think so. Who's the like Robin Roberts would have been great.
Oh, she'd be amazing.
She would have been great because isn't she one of the hosts of Good Morning America? I don't really see those shows anymore.
She is.
Right. So here she is.
Because she has a sport. She not only is great at the news, obviously, but she has a sports background. She used to be, for many years, was a great Sports Center anchor.
Not only that, but I mean, she's a very, I would call her an inspirational figure.
Oh, no doubt.
Having battled cancer. And so with a sports background and with, as inspirational as she is to people, I would say she would have been better at that because Strahan has got the football player mentality. Like, they're going to force him to ask the questions, but he's scared of the coach. Even when I say scared, I just mean, like, has a lot of respect for him.
Respect for the coach.
Yeah. Yes. Me, I'm petrified. Yeah. What else you got, Funch? You got any other clips from that today? Because now that I saw Strahan on the floor, I'm curious.
Yeah, we got one more.
So what would the Patriots Bill Belichick say to the UNC Bill Belichick? What kind of advice would you have if you had any?
Who wrote that question?
Again, for me, it's all about learning. I learn every day, and I've learned so much being back in the college environment with whether it be recruiting, the college game, the rules, the hash marks, some strategy, and just putting a team together. But I've learned a lot. I learn every day. I've got a great staff. Michael Lombardi's done a great job for me in terms of bringing the personnel side of it together and us having a shared vision, kind of like we had in the NFL. We have a coach, general manager model. And so that's been great as well to work with him and to, go through the process of, reacclimating to a little bit of it. Football's still football, but there's certainly some differences. And it'll be interesting to see how the whole House settlement comes out with what the rules are exactly with roster size and compensation for the players, NIL and all that, and trying to figure out how to maximize, giving the players the, the financial rewards they deserve, and at the same time maintaining the competitive balance on your team, like we had to do with salary cap in the NFL.
Ugh, God, can you imagine, George, the producers and the directors sitting in the control room when Belichick is boring the hell out of everybody on Good Morning America? They're like, no. Oh, God, no, please. Don't talk about the hash marks on the field. Like, I don't know if anybody caught that or not, but Belichick bringing up the hash marks, I'm sure hardcore football fans will understand the difference, that in an NFL football field, the hash marks are only 18 feet apart, but in a college game, they're 24 wider, feet apart, right? Yeah. And so, where the ball is placed on the field in a college game, if it's on the right hash, is a very different situation than if it's on the right hash in an NFL game, because it changes how much space you have to the short side of the field and the wide side of the field. And so Belichick boring the hell out of all of us. Well,
but that's what he's good at. So that way you just forget about what you really want to ask him. He just, he filibusters a little bit.
Oh, that was bad. That was really bad.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're coming to Good Morning America to sell a book, and you're going to start talking to us about the hash marks on the field in the college game versus the pro game, you are not exactly doing a great job of promoting the book. You'll have to excuse me on that one, Coach. What do you think about that, George?
Good defense by Boston. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, you like this? You like what's going on here right now?
Listen, all of a sudden, it's a little sloppy early on, and they're letting them play a little bit.
5-4, Boston leading, 8:03 to go. Where are you in the game right now?
You're like 4 or 5 seconds ahead of me.
Oh, man, this is the first. DeAndre, you believe this? I'm actually ahead of George tonight.
It's unbelievable.
Usually it's like 30 seconds I'm behind George.
Well, that's because I'm streaming. Yeah. I don't have the DirecTV set up right now.
Nope. I've got the I've
in the
also
old place.
I'm using and by the way, let me tell you something. All you're complaining today, all you're kvetching about Cox, guess what I'm using? I'm using the Spectrum app right now. Not Fubo, not Apple TV.
YouTube?
Nope. I'm just using straight up Spectrum app.
By the way, the AT&T store did not have one.
Come on, man. Come on.
Gotta order it. It's going to take like 2 or 3 days.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, my gosh.
Good news for
so
you.
I got to hope the Verizon one actually works.
Oh, yeah. I was going to say good news for you is you don't even you won't even be here to deal with it. Boy, your wife, what a saint she is, man.
She wants to cancel the move. I'm like, you can't cancel the move less than 24 hours before.
Is she being serious or is she exaggerating?
She's being serious because of the internet.
Wow.
She needs to work.
Oh, wow. Yeah, she needs to work, too, from home.
Correct.
Oh, my God. What are you doing moving this woman? What are you doing, George?
Me? I didn't do anything. We did this all on her pace. And now she wants to move. Now she wants to cancel the move. I'm like, I don't know if I can do that.
Have you moved stuff?
Yes, we moved a ton of stuff over there. The furniture stuff is tomorrow. Movers. Oh, the Knicks up. Timeout, Celtics. 7-0 run.
Go, New York, go, New York, go!
Yeah.
They keep on showing Timothy Chalamet on TV. Is he like
he's
the
a huge
biggest
Knicks fan.
Is he like the biggest Knicks fan right now? Or
Yeah, like outside of Spike Lee. And he's also like super famous right now because of the movies he's been in.
Funch, when I look at you on screen, I see behind you, I see Parker. And I heard Parker earlier today on Mason and Ireland, and they were calling him an F-boy. What does the F stand for?
What do you think?
What do you think? Yeah.
Come on, Cap.
I don't know, like focus or like frankly.
Focus.
I mean, what is an F-boy?
We'll get Parker in here. He can tell you.
I have no idea why would they be calling him an F-boy? Hi, Parker. What's going on, man? What's the deal?
What's popping?
What's crack-a-lacking?
I guess Laura, she's got some. It's not that she's necessarily got a bone to pick with me, but she thinks that I'm like a ladies' man.
She does?
Yeah, but in like a negative connotation.
Are you a ladies' man?
Well,
I mean, with
He's
that
having
mustache.
fun. He's having fun, you know.
Is that why DeAndre's girlfriend's sister is not going out with you anymore because you're a playboy?
Whoa.
Is that why?
Why
Is
does
it
that,
'cause
why does that need to get dragged
Is it because you're a player like that, dog?
You know, Cap,
I don't want to be a player no more. I'm not a player. I just crush a lot.
I know you
Do
don't
you
really
crush
like
a lot,
the stash,
dude?
Kappy. How
I
you
do
feel
like
about
the
it?
stash. I do like it. I personally am jealous of it because I could never grow it.
Oh,
I mean,
thank
you're
you.
more man than I am. I'm twice your age. So are you? So you're an F boy?
Okay, no. I'm a saint. I'm somebody that you could take home to your mom.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah.
He lying.
Oh, damn.
Hey. They just like to poke fun because I'm the only single one in the office, you know?
Really?
They're living vicariously through me. Sure, I go out every now and then. I may be going out tonight. I don't know.
Oh, really? You got a little hot action tonight, huh?
Parker, I think you got to do what you got to do, man. How old are you again?
I'm 27, so this is
Come
I'm
on,
in my
dog.
prime.
Yeah.
Prime time.
Listen, you're 27 years old. You should be doing your thing.
Thank you.
Prime time age right there. Prime time.
That's right.
But I don't know. What do you think, Cap, dude?
I still don't know what an F boy is.
Oh, well, it's just somebody who, like, you know, like a guy who would be on Love Island kind of thing.
Love Island, huh?
Yeah, like
Cappy, it's what you wish you were.
I wish I was an F boy.
I don't know. I've been here all day, Cappy. I'm just getting called F boys.
I know you are, man.
But it's
You
okay.
are.
F boy Friday. I will run with it. And
F boy Friday.
It's a Funchie Friday today.
Thank you,
I'm proud
Funch.
of you for your F boy. I'm
Thank
proud of
you.
you.
Okay, so everybody's on board with it. I mean, I'll just F boy summer.
Yeah, listen, again, this show is a lot looser than that show.
That's true. Although Mason seemed pretty excited about creating the F boy summer. I think he was trying to live vicariously through me.
Well, I mean, yeah, and plus he was probably happy today. He's getting ready to go on vacation. You know, Juan just booked that trip to Hawaii.
That's true. The
He's
mystery
going to the Big
vacation.
Island. That's right.
Man,
All right.
everybody's going to Hawaii. I'm jealous. Well,
Yeah, me
F-boy
too.
or not, love you guys.
All right, love you, F-boy. Love you, F-boy. Hey, George, speaking of F-boys, let me tell you something right now. I read an article in the New York Post, and remember about 2 years ago when you and I were at the Black Gold Golf Course and we decided to do a push-up competition?
Yeah.
How many push-ups did you do that day?
I think I came up like one or two short. It was either 49 or 48.
Okay, and what did I do? About 43 that day, I think?
43, I believe,
Okay.
yes.
Do you know that the New York Post had an article? Why I was reading the New York Post, I always flip through the New York Post.
Right. And it's crazy because I could do 50 right now, no problem.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
You're damn right.
No problem.
Yeah.
Okay. Here's what the article says. Here's the headline. How many push-ups should you be able to do at every age? Okay, here goes. You ready? For a guy who's between 40 and 50, which is what you are, George, 40 and 50, how many push-ups do you think you're supposed to be able to do?
Probably, I would say, without stopping, you're saying?
Yeah, 40 to 50. You're between the ages of 40 and 50. You're in your 40s. How many push-ups should you be able to do? And it's a range between this number and that number.
I'd say like 50 to 70, somewhere in that range.
No. 50 to 70. When you're 40 years old, you're supposed
I was
to be able
thinking
to...
like 20 to 25.
Yeah, I was going to say 10.
Okay, so here's the deal. According to the New York Post, if you are in your 40s, you should be able to do 10 to 20 push-ups as somebody in their 40s. That's it.
Oh, come on.
DeAndre, you are in your 20s.
That's right.
What do you think the number should be?
If it's from 10 to 20, that age range, I'm assuming mine's probably like 20 to 30.
Okay, 15 to 30. If you're in your 20s, you should be able to do 15 to 30 push-ups. George, I know that most people look at me and they think I'm in my 30s, but it's truth be told, I'm actually in my 50s. Right. How many push-ups do you think somebody in their 50s should be able to do?
10, then, I guess.
8 to 15 push-ups.
Wow.
So, George, you say that day you did 48, let's just say.
Yeah.
And you say you can bang out 50 right now, absolutely no problem, guaranteed.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
How many can you do right now, Cap?
I'll say George sets the pace, and I'll beat him by 1.
Okay.
Okay.
You want me just to do it?
No, I'd rather us do it in studio when we're together.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I mean, I don't have a camera on you right now. If I had a camera on you, it'd be different.
Okay.
You're afraid
well,
he's
even
gonna
if I
cheat?
had a camera, you still couldn't be able to see it. Like, it's just I'd be below the camera.
Yeah, you think he's going to cheat?
Yeah, you can.
I don't know about cheat, but I'd like to be able to monitor it, wouldn't you guys?
I mean, I could tell you, like, how many I can do. Like, I'll keep the headset on.
Yeah, he can count like 1, 2.
How about this? Let's wait until we're back in studio.
Okay.
And you say 50 now, like you did 48 a couple years
I
ago.
can do 50.
Right now, no, you're in better shape now, and
Yes.
you're stronger now
Yes.
than you were 2 years ago when you did 48.
Yeah.
Okay? I'm fatter now than I was 2 years ago,
I feel like you're more swole, though.
but I'm definitely stronger.
Less in the visceral fat.
Less visceral fat. That's right. But I think as much as I talked a lot of crap, I think I can do 50 now too. I'm older and fatter and still think that I can do 50 push-ups.
Wow.
DeAndre, how many can you do?
Yeah, I'll say around that range as well, yeah.
Yeah. 50's not, 50's a pretty good standard if you're in decent shape.
Funchie, you go to the gym every day.
I haven't been going to the gym for like the last month. So
What the hell, man?
I know. It's to move and, eating bad and everything.
How do you
be
live
lazy.
without exercise? I don't get it.
I don't know. It's so funny because when I was doing the exercise, I had the same thinking that you did, and then when I'm not doing it, I'm just lazy. I don't need to go. I'm fine.
Wow.
Just eat better.
You want to know why, Cap?
Tell me.
Because our accountability group chat is dead.
It is.
That's why.
It really is. It really is.
And you want to know who
It's
I
a
blame?
final.
You want to know who I blame
Demarco.
on that? I blame Demarco.
I blame him
all
too.
DeMarco's
Yes.
fault.
Yes.
I blame DeMarco 100%. DeMarco was the guy that at 4:30 in the morning would send out that first text, would illuminate my phone, would wake me up. He'd have a video of himself out walking, and DeMarco has given up on the accountability text. And if I'm being honest, I actually think DeMarco's quit exercising.
I don't know. He says he does every time in the morning show that he gets his walks in and stuff like that, his steps in.
I need proof.
Yeah, I don't think so. I think now that they go on the air at 9 o'clock in the morning, I don't think he does it anymore.
I would be disappointed if he does.
Wow.
I'll tell him, you know what, Demarco, I'm disappointed.
But yeah, that Demarco text in the morning was the one that, inspired me to get up and start working out.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't get it anymore, and I'm not working out. A fat slob from Monrovia now.
Well, I don't know about a fat slob. I mean, just back to being, in those skinny jeans of yours. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Terrible. All right, Georgie, that's 30 minutes commercial free. You ready for a little big deal or no deal?
Of course.
Of course you are, naturally. Well, let's get to it. How about that?
Let's do it.
All right, before we do, I want to tell everybody about my home away from home, which is the East Central in downtown L.A. And let me tell you something right now. The other day, I was staying at the East Central. I stayed at the East Central 3 days this week. So in the middle of the day, I realized that I had forgotten something in the hotel room. And I usually do what we call an idiot check, where I check the bathroom, I check the closet, I check the drawers. Did I leave anything? And I never leave anything. But you know what? I actually did leave something. So I went back over to the East Central, and when I walked into the hotel, the person at the front desk said, "Hello, Mr. Kaplan. Welcome. I'm so glad to see you." I said, "Hey, I'm glad to see you. I left something here." "Oh, good. Housekeeping recovered." And then who was right there, George? Robert Montez. He's the general manager of the East Central. And he said, "Hey, Scott, how are you? Good to see you. Come with me. I'll go recover it for you." And so Robert and I, we went up to the third floor. We went to the housekeeping office. That's where my belonging was. It was my Avner Gat charger and my ear headphone thingies. And Robert and I had a whole conversation about his wonderful trip with him and his wife to Japan while the Dodgers were over there. And this is my point. When you stay at a place like the East Central, it's not this gigantic 500-room corporate hotel. It's got a lot of rooms, but it's got a family environment. They make you feel like you're at home. Whether you're at the Nixo Lounge having a cocktail, or you're waking up early and you're using the brand new gym like I do, whether you're enjoying the Mamba room, which I had the Kobe room the last few days, the contemporary decor, the biggest hotel rooms in downtown L.A., the softest towels you've ever felt in your life, and the greatest location, that is the East Central, right across the street from L.A. Live. So if you're coming down for a game, if you're coming down for a museum, if you're just coming down for a staycation, we are the entertainment capital of downtown L.A. We are the East Central Hotel. Book your room at eastcentralhotel.com. That's eastcentralhotel.com. East Central Hotel in downtown L.A., entertainment's official address.
Sunday, it's more than a match. It's a battle for Los Angeles. LAFC is riding high on a 6-game unbeaten streak, while the Galaxy are still searching for their first win of the season. Two teams, one city, bragging rights on the line. Catch all the action of the LA Derby, LAFC versus Galaxy, Sunday on 710 ESPN and the ESPN LA app.
Hey guys, it's Cap. Here's the scenario. Your home is flooded and the damage is severe. Now it feels like your insurance company is turning on you. They won't approve a replacement living arrangement, and the adjuster leaves you in the lurch. Take a breath and call Avner Gat, one of Southern California's largest public adjuster firms. Avner Gat knows how to fight back when your insurance company makes you feel like a criminal, leaving you with no hope of getting into your home and getting it all back together. With decades of experience and a passion for helping people, Avner and his family take the call themselves. So whether you have a toilet overflow, a broken water line, a burst supply line, a broken fire sprinkler, whatever the water damage is, you call Avner Gat today at 818-917-5256, or you go to avnergat.com. It's 818-917-5256 or avnergat.com. You call, Avner answers, he says hello. Your claim is our game. avnergat.com.
Hey guys, it's Sedano. Los Angeles International Airport's People Mover trains begin rolling early next year as part of LAX's ongoing investments to transform and improve your travel journey. The People Mover trains will quickly move guests between their terminals and our new consolidated rental car center, metro trains and buses, economy parking, and Kiss and Fly lot. The trains will make it simple and fast to get to your LAX destination in 10 minutes or less, and trains depart every 2 minutes beginning in early 2026. Learn more at lawa.org/ESPN.
This is an ad by BetterHelp.
BetterHelp recently surveyed over 16,000 people and found that while 75% of people believe it's wise to seek support, only 27% of Americans are in therapy, and people stay silent to avoid being judged. At BetterHelp, they have over 10 years of experience matching you with the right therapist. We're all better with help. Visit BetterHelp.com/timeout today for 10% off your first month. That's BetterHelp.com/timeout. The road to summer adventure starts at Ocean Subaru of Fullerton. Drive home a new 2025 Subaru Solterra with 0% financing for 72 months. Or a new 2025 Subaru Crosstrek with just 3.9% financing for 48 months. For complete details, visit OceanSubaruOC.com or come into Ocean Subaru on Euclid Street in Fullerton.
With approved credit through Subaru Motors Finance. Not all buyers or vehicles will qualify. Plus tax, tag, title, and dock fee. Zero security deposit. See dealer for complete details. Expires 5/31/2025.
Individuals and businesses with tax problems, listen carefully. Do you feel like you're losing control of your finances? If you owe over $10,000 in back taxes or have unfiled tax returns, we can help you take back control. The IRS is the largest and most aggressive collection agency in the world, and they can seize your bank accounts, garnish your paycheck, close your business, and file criminal charges. Take control of your tax problem now by calling the experts at U.S. Tax Shield and take advantage of the Fresh Start program and new laws that may allow us to negotiate a settlement for the lowest amount possible. Our team of tax attorneys and enrolled agents can stop collections and get you protected so you can take control of your financial future. U.S. Tax Shield offers a price protection guaranteed quote to get you protected today. U.S. Tax Shield is A+ rated with the Better Business Bureau, so call now. 800-687-5192. That's 800-687-5192. U.S. Tax Shield. 800-687-5192.
And it is Sedano and Kap, your Friday afternoon. Big deal, no deal in just a moment. But tomorrow, May 17th, back in 1994, friend of the station, Lisa Loeb, released the song, Say I Missed You. Sedano and Kap continues your Friday afternoon right now.
You say, oh, Lisa Loeb, Kappy.
Get it, Lisa.
She, she came on the old morning show with me and Keyshawn and LZ one time. She said LZ sounded like a Muppet.
I always thought the same thing.
Love Lisa. She invited us to her show in Hermosa back then.
Did you go?
I couldn't that day. I was on the road.
I'd go. South Bay Kap will go.
Yeah, for sure.
You just go for the one song, right?
Right.
By the way, Shams just reported, Kappy, for your
this.
Denver Nuggets. Did you see this Aaron Gordon thing?
Yeah, I'll tell you right now, if Aaron Gordon cannot play against Oklahoma City on Sunday,
it's over.
Or if Aaron Gordon is like, I don't know, call it 50%, they're done. Denver's toast. Aaron Gordon is a huge part of what Denver does.
Yeah, he pulled his hamstring late in that game, and it didn't look good, that's for sure.
Yeah, and you know what? I told you yesterday, I kind of went on a rant about Aaron Gordon because he really pissed me off. Because I've grown to love him as a player during these playoffs, but he really irritated me the other night when they lost to Oklahoma City in Game 5, and they asked him about the game, and he goes, I don't want to talk about the game. I want to talk about Ramona. And he didn't call Ramona by her name, but he called her out on so many things, and that guy's just irritated me. Like, dude, be upset with your teammate for saying these things to her. Be upset with your teammate for not having the courage to put his name on the quote. You're upset with the reporter for doing her job? These guys, man, I'm telling you, they're so soft, it's unbelievable. Anybody going to rack me? No racking? Nothing, huh? I got nothing.
DeAndre's the caretaker there.
Oh, come on, DeAndre.
Normally you get a little more stronger in your stance.
I know, but that was my second It's Friday, dude. We're headed towards the finish line of the week. Georgie, I want to just tell everybody what's on tap today on ESPN. Well, it's the Freeway Series tonight. Angels pregame coverage starts at 6 right after we get off the air.
We're leading right into it. Yeah.
Right. You can hear it on the all-new ESPN LA app, and that's thanks to Michelob Ultra, a refreshing, balanced flavor with only 2.6 carbs and 95 calories. Michelob Ultra, it's only worth it if you enjoy it. Please enjoy it responsibly. What do you think of that?
I always say please enjoy it responsibly.
I know you do.
All right, time for Big Deal or No Deal, Kappy. Take it away, Funchie.
Kappy, you have one, right?
George, I do have a big deal or no deal I'd like to run by you.
Okay, sure.
George, moments ago, I have received an Instagram notification. And remember, I told you earlier today, I made a unilateral decision to no longer request to follow Annie Trudell, Mike Trudell's lovely wife.
Yeah.
1 hour ago, Annie Trudell followed me on Instagram.
Well, there you go. So
And now-
you should, well, then Funchie was right out of all of us. Then it was weird that you didn't request to follow her, because now she probably does. Now you're going to request her after that, and she's going to be like, "Wait, I thought he already requested me."
Well, I have a question. I have not pushed the follow back button. 2-part question. Should I, A, follow her back, or should
Well,
I,
if she
B,
followed you, yeah, for sure.
Hey, guys, do you think that the Trudells had this conversation earlier today that, that Kappy...
Oh, I bet you when he got home, there was probably some chat.
Well, I mean, that Kappy took away his requests.
Oh, I don't know about that. Yeah,
I think they did. And she went out and reached out to him now. I think they did.
Yeah, and Mike probably said, yeah, you should just follow. He's fine.
Now, if I click follow back, will that automatically follow her, or am I requesting to follow her?
You would have to request if you removed your request. That would mean another request.
So is it a big deal or no deal that Annie Trudell is now following me?
No deal.
No deal.
Yeah, no deal.
DeAndre, is it a big deal or is it no deal?
I think it's a big deal, because I started off with the whole speculation, you following her, and if that's weird and all that stuff, and obviously you unfollowing her, and then now she's following you back. I mean, it's a big deal. I mean, there's probably some words and encouragement, to her following you. Trudell thinks you're a good guy, man.
Well, I just clicked follow back, and you know what that means? It means I'm requesting to follow her back.
Yeah.
Not even following her back right away. I think what's going to happen is I think she's going to not take my request.
It'd be funny if it just sits there now.
You're a topic of the Trudells conversation for the last couple days, and on for the weekend now. They're going to be talking about you like pillow talk, literally.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right. My Knicks are up 25-18, 9.9 to go in the first quarter. Back to you, Funchie Leva.
All right, guys. If you have been living under a rock, we have a new pope, and he's American. He's from Chicago.
Pope Leo.
Pope Leo. This is from USA Today's Bob Nightingale. Since Pope Leo stepped into office, the White Sox, his favorite team, are 4-1, and the Cardinals, which happen to be one of his parents' favorite teams, I forgot if it was his mother or father, are 5-1. And the GM of the White Sox says it's been exciting, obviously, to have someone that significant to be a White Sox fan. Since he's been announced that he's been become Pope, the White Sox have tacked on some wins, so perhaps a higher power is on our side. So big deal or no deal, the White Sox, Pope Leo's favorite team, have been winning since he's been elected Pope.
Big deal, because they've been pretty terrible for a long time.
That's right. And there's all those videos of Pope Leo this is before he was Pope Leo, and he's not even in any priest gear, but he's at the games.
The World Series game.
Yeah, and you see him in the stands, but he's wearing regular street clothes. You don't know that he's a priest. A pope is a priest, right? I hope I'm getting that right, everybody.
Yes.
The Hebrew brother doesn't know this stuff. So, I kind of think it's a big deal, because the White Sox are a bad organization, but maybe with Pope Leo in the Vatican, maybe there will be some divine intervention. I'm going big deal.
If you guys could change your name to a different name like Pope Leo, what would you change it to?
Ooh.
Mine would be Cornelius.
Pope Cornelius?
Yeah, Cornelius.
Where'd that come from?
I don't know. It just sounds dope.
You want me to start calling you corny?
I could. You could.
It just sounds dope.
You guys want one more?
Yeah, give us one more.
All right, cool. City council member has filed a request to rename the San Antonio International Airport after Spurs president Greg Popovich, calling his impact on the city immeasurable. So big deal or no deal that the San Antonio International Airport could be called Greg Popovich Airport. Sedano.
Big deal, man. That's going to be there forever. That'll be awesome for Pop, for sure.
I'm going to say that's a bad idea.
Why?
Because, okay, let's say, for example, let's say you're going to book a flight, right? And you want to fly to San Antonio. and you put in San Antonio, but the name of the airport is like, Popovich, whatever, G-Pop.
Well, no, but it comes up as
the airport code.
Right.
Yeah,
It's
so
still
like
the airport code is
could be Pop.
SAT. It hasn't changed. It doesn't go to Pop.
Like for example, like John Wayne Airport comes up as Santa Ana.
Right.
Does it?
Yeah.
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 Well, I mean, what's the one in Vegas?
McLaren?
Called? It's,
McCarran?
yeah, exactly.
I think in Houston they've got
It's
the
George Bush.
Yeah.
In D.C. they have Ronald Reagan.
Do they?
Yeah,
They do have Ronald Reagan.
Yeah,
Yes,
Reagan.
yes.
Yeah.
The national airport, not Dulles, obviously.
Yes, yes.
Well, wouldn't that be amazing? A sports figure gets an airport named after him.
I've never heard of that, ever.
That'd be awesome.
I mean, Chicago should just right away take on Michael Jordan. Cleveland, LeBron.
How about L.A. Shohei Ohtani International Airport?
Shohei Ohtani. Tush push.
Just ideas. Just throwing out ideas. That's all. All right, George, you ready to wrap this bad boy up for the week? It's been a rough day for you, pal.
It has. And I got to go test out this Verizon thing, hoping to God it works.
Yeah. Yeah, if not, you're a dead man.
Well, at least for a couple days until that AT&T tower shows up.
Well, at least for a couple days until you leave for the Western Conference Finals broadcasts.
Yeah, I got to figure something out.
Yeah, otherwise you leave your wife.
Hey, if anyone knows
kids,
how to rig some internet, let me know.
I told you what to do. I got like 350 feet here of an Ethernet cable. We plug it into your buddy's router at his house, and then we run the wire down the street.
All the way.
Right.
Down the sidewalk, just tape it down.
Yeah, we
staple
tape it
into
down.
People's grasses.
You got to go old school.
People's
Look,
lawns.
there's Lisa Salters, my third ranked sideline reporter.
Yes, of course. End of quarter interview.
If this report goes well with Joe Mazzulla, she might leapfrog you, George.
That might happen, Kappy.
Yeah, and then you gotta try and get back in over the next couple of games.
Yeah.
You know where you're going yet?
No, I'm either going to Denver or OKC, whoever wins that game.
Mm.
And then, because Minnesota's the lower seed, so we know we're going there for game 3, but it's just a matter.
Well, could you imagine if Denver wins this game, even with Aaron Gordon hurt, and then Minnesota plays an injured and exhausted Denver team?
Yeah. I mean, either team's going to be exhausted, but at
Right,
least
but-
OKC is younger.
Yeah, and deeper.
And deeper, right.
Yeah. All right, let's do this, George. Let's come back. Let's do the real deal, and let's get out of here on a Friday.
Let's do it, Cap.
Don't miss Travis and Demarco.
It's T-Raj and D-Far.
I think one thing about Travis is that he's not a liar.
Yeah, thank you, Emma. Appreciate that.
Did you really take that to heart? I didn't mean to call. Never mind, bro.
Weekdays at 9 a.m.
on 710 ESPN.
Hey guys, you feel it? Days are getting longer, sun is getting warmer. Looks like our SoCal summer is right around the corner. Here in California, we are all about choosing chill. From hitting the beach to the best hiking trails to going all out to support our teams. One thing really all ties it together, and that's enjoying it all with good friends and a cold Coors Light. Pick up Coors Light near you or get it delivered to your door today. Visit CAChooseChill.com to learn more. 2025 Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado. Celebrate responsibly.
Don't navigate the legal system alone. Hey, it's Travis. At the personal injury law offices of Joseph S. Normand, they will fight tirelessly to get you the max compensation you deserve. Joe and his team understand the emotional and financial toll that an injury can take on you and your life. Call 213-747-2000 or visit normandlegal.com. The law offices of Joseph S. Normand have helped thousands of people like you recover millions of dollars in settlements and verdicts. Visit normandlegal.com or call 213-747-2000. Your recovery is their priority.
Every 40 seconds, a child is reported missing. That's 2,000 children every single day. It's a heart-wrenching reality that we can no longer ignore. Find the Children is a non-profit organization dedicated to helping find missing kids. You can be a part of their mission by donating your unwanted vehicle, running or not. Call 1-800-294-0222. We guarantee that you will receive the maximum tax deduction. We provide fast, free pickup with 24-hour response. Call 1-800-294-0222. Find the Children provides crucial resources to help find missing children and educational materials to teach kids how to recognize and avoid predators. Our recovery programs have a proven track record of reuniting kids with their families. It's time to act. Donate your unwanted or unused car. Help us build a world where every child is safe. Pick up the phone and call 1-800-294-0222. Together, we can bring these kids home safely. This advertisement was paid for in partnership with Cars R Us and Find the Children.
What's going on is Bethel Duran, and if your car is damaged in an accident, or if you just want to get it repaired, or if you just want a paint job, Leo and the crew at Active Collision are there for you. Let them know that 710 sent you, and you get 50% discount on your insurance deductible. Call them at 626-330-0100. That's 626-330-0100, or check them out on Instagram at active.collision. Leo and the crew will walk you through every single detail. Call Leo anytime. They got the tow truck ready for you. Leo is family, and he'll take care of you.
Hey guys, have you checked out the all-new Park West Bicycle Casino? With a new owner, fresh renovations, and upgraded amenities, it's a whole new way to experience LA's premier table game casino. From poker, blackjack, ultimate Texas Hold'em, and Baccarat, they've got all the action for ESPN LA listeners. Brand new players who sign up for their Players Reward get $30 in match play. Just say, Kappy sent me to get $30 in match play. Park West Bicycle Casino.
Please gamble responsibly. Problemgambling.ca.gov. 1-800-GAMBLER. GEGR-001291. GAR-001292. GAR-001298. BSIS license number 1358.
If you have ever thought about remodeling your bathroom but were worried it would take too long or cost too much, then stop worrying. Right now, Jacuzzi Bath Remodel has designed a collection of high-quality custom products and perfected the one-day remodeling experience so you can enjoy your new bathroom faster than ever before. It's a worry-free bath remodel from the most trusted brand name in the business, Jacuzzi. A jacuzzi bath system fits in your existing tub space. It's a no-mess installation with an amazing style selection, factory-certified installers, and a limited lifetime warranty. Call 800-717-4599. That's 800-717-4599 right now and get 50% off installations with no interest and no payments for 12 months. Replace that old bathtub today with a walk-in shower for a safer bathing experience. If you have lived in your home for over 15 years, it's time to remodel your bathroom. For a virtual or in-home appointment, call 800-717-4599. That's 800-717-4599. 800-717-4599.
And it is Sedano and Kap, your Friday afternoon final segment. It's our final segment music. Kappy and his real deal. Dealer's Choice thanks to Seller's Advantage is coming up. Don't forget at 6 p.m. in just a few minutes, we bring you Dodgers Angels right here on 710 ESPN and in crystal clear digital audio in the all-new ESPN LA app. We got LAFC Galaxy on Sunday, which you'll hear on 710 and the app, and Game 7 OKC Nuggets. Have a great weekend. We'll see you Monday at 3 p.m. Sedano and Kap final segment right now.
Ooh. Wow, that was close, Kappy.
He got it in, though.
All right, Kappy, you've got 4 minutes and 30 seconds. Go.
All right. A couple of things here today. First, I'll start with this. If you want to sell your house before you call an agent, call Seller's Advantage. I can't tell you this enough. You drive down the freeways, you see all the signs. Seller's Advantage is ready to buy your house with an as-is competitive cash offer, no repairs needed. They make selling easy. Call 888-390-AS-IS for that no-obligation offer or visit sellersadvantage.com. Okay, George, a couple of shout-outs today. One, shout-out to Pepe Mantilla.
Oh, why? I mean, you don't need a reason.
The horse. You know, now that the basketball season is over, we don't see Pepe around the office quite as frequently.
Or la-di-da.
And so Pepe hit me up
That's
earlier.
not nice at all.
No, it's very nice. Pepe hit me up and he said, Hey, man.
Hey, man.
Are you coming? Not are you going. Are you coming? Meaning I'm already here. Are you coming to the Outlaw concert at the Bowl? So Pepe at the Hollywood Bowl for Willie Nelson and everybody else that's playing tonight.
Bob
Pepe,
Dylan, too.
Yeah, Pepe, shout out to you. I wish I was coming tonight. Unfortunately, Rachel got plans. But, I mean, I say unfortunately. I'd like to see the concert, but she got plans, and we got things to do tonight.
Whoopie-doo.
We got to get busy, if you know what I'm saying.
Whoopie-doo.
Okay. That's the first shout-out. Here's the second shout-out. Michael Trudell sent a text in the break. He sent a text during the break, and Funchie, I think you're right. I'm going to be a big topic of conversation in the Trudell household.
Yes, I'm telling you, man.
Mike Trudell sent a text that said, and I quote, congrats, Kappy. Annie has decided to accept you as a follower of hers on Instagram. To which I wrote back, but you know what, Mike? I clicked follow back, which meant I had to re-request. And she still didn't follow. She didn't let me follow her. And he said she just accepted the secondary request. So that puts a lot of closure on this story for the week, George.
Yeah, I would agree.
I am now following and being followed by
The
Annie
Trudeau
Trudeau
family. Yeah.
on Twitter.
The entire Trudeau family.
That's right. That's the second shout-out. Here's the third shout-out. Shout-out to my man, Tommy. George, are you familiar with Tommy?
Yeah, of course. He's little Cappy's dad, let's call him.
He is the dad of Lil Kappy. He
Little
knows.
Kappy, by the way, a puppet.
Hey, easy. That's offensive, okay? Lil Kappy is a person. Just doesn't have a pulse or a beating heart. But he does have a spirit, George. So take it easy if you don't mind. Well, Tommy sent me, because, you know, George, I have several nicknames. But one that I'm super proud of is Raider Cap. Even though I'm a member of the Rambley.
Yeah.
George, Tommy sent me a Raiders mouse for my computer.
Nice.
I'm holding it up right now for everybody on the YouTube to see.
Oh, it's beautiful.
I can move my little Raider helmet around. I can see my mouse moving all over my computer. Raider Cap now has a Raider mouse.
I love it.
Raiders.
You know, Chris would have a rat joke there.
We're going to shock the world this year, George.
7-10.
My coach, Pete Carroll.
You know that the Raiders are like bottom 5 or top 5, I guess, which way you look at it, in least amount of rest between games this season.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's not good.
Yeah.
That's really bad. The Raiders
Nobody.
do. The Raiders do, Coach.
Nobody can.
Yes, they do. Yes, they do.
The worm has turned.
Yes, it has. It has for the Raiders. The worm has turned for the Raiders.
No.
Yes, it has.
All right, we're done here, Kappy.
Yeah,
Kick him
we're
in the
outta here.
shins.
I'm gonna kick you in the shins. Let me tell you, I'm going to kick some internet people in the shins if this internet doesn't work.
Kick those Cox guys in the shins.
Great job, Funchie. The boys in the back. DeAndre, Kappy.
F-Boy Parker.
Great F-Boy Parker. Great job holding it down while, especially early on when I was having a miserable